breaking news or whatever. They're on another one. Gang, gang. Gang, gang. Yeah. Gang, gang, emergency Zoom film at 11. Same 5 goons, same deranged obsession. This changes everything. Bro, it's page 47 of emotion they skin while half watching Yellowstone. Gang, gang. Squinting at 8-point font like detectives. Zoom so far and the pixels are screaming for mercy. Look at this, timestamp 2020, 22, my God. But they're yelling it like they just cracked Watergate. High five. Mike's been muted for 20 minutes, still barking. Circular logic, so a lot of time, it's impressive. Trust the plan, this is massive. Nah, fam, it's boilerplate and it's mid at best. Gang, gang. Self-appointed outrage squad patting each other like they personally ended corruption. Gang. Dropping bombshell tea that's been sitting in pizza since breakfast. Gang, gang. Moral high ground speed run, they'll flip the script the second it's convenient. Gang. Same PowerPoint presentation, new day, same brain dead narration. Gang, gang. We're not obsessed, we're just passionate. 3-hour living yesterday's hoodie, passion in my ass. Why is he even breathing right now? Says the guy refreshing notifications every 14 seconds. Gang, gang. Playing lawyer on God mode, reading comprehension. Stuck in elementary, confidence in the stratosphere. Case dismissed. They screaming to the void. Motion still pending, but go off, I guess.
Disagree? Obviously a paid shill. Actually read the file in deep state plan. Laugh at them, you're clearly compromised too. Exist in the same zip code. Suspicious behavior, notify the group chat. Gang, 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 gang.
Tighter circle, smaller brain.
Gang, gang.
Echo chamber finally running out of oxygen. Gang, gang. Yeah. Gang, gang, acting the actual judge like it's group chat. Replay all meltdowns, labeled just asking questions. Got warned by the core once, that was a suggestion. Still get it the same dumb screed like it's strictly trash talk. Gang, gang, we're above all this drama. While screenshotting, they on meltdown for content. Preaching peace and love while actively baiting bears. And fake shock when the bear finally bites back. How could this happen?
Gang, gang.
Synchronized tantrum hours. 5 tabs open, all the same screenshot. Different zoom levels, gang, gang. Premature victory lap over legal language, still can't pause.
Gang, gang.
Standing 10 toes on business until tomorrow's violence and I'm scrambling again.
Gang, gang.
Hype the claim to the moon, then ghost the chat when it ages like milk. Gang, gang.
Gang, 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 gang. Gang, gang.
Refresh, refresh. Gang, gang.
Gang, gang, gang.
See y'all same time tomorrow.
Gang, gang.
Don't be late.
Hail chat. Good to see you guys. Man, what a day. What a day. Crazy stuff happening everywhere. Just everywhere. Everybody is all up in arms and I love it. I love this place. I love this place. I love you people. You really put a smile on my face, gang gang. You know, and it's really odd to me that you got the anti-Hales that are just losing their mind over there. You know why it is? It's because they've lost the narrative. They're so busy attacking one another, tearing people down that nobody finds it interesting anymore. It's like, we know you're gonna repeat the same thing over and over and over again. And it's so absolutely crazy. What are you gonna fund for the Villages Project, Wes? You know, I'm thinking a nice birdhouse might go a long way. I think that would be pretty awesome. Mac, so good to see. Well, thank you very much, I appreciate you, Marama. And Mac, Shizzy, we love you, brother. Hey, you know, it's all my sound is low. That does happen. Give me a second. It's probably my settings. Give me a second, and I will bring it. Could just be my audio is low. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty low right now. Let me see why that is. Man, let's bring this bad boy up just a little bit and see if that doesn't take care of it right there. Just a bit. Yeah, it's still sitting low. Thank you very much. That's really weird. It could be that I haven't done anything with my audio in a bit. That might be why. Let's bring that up to there and bring this down to about there. And Yeah, that might help out just a bit right there. That should have brought the audio up some. Let's see. And it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yeah, well, you're making your subwoofer bumper plenty hot for your living room audio system. Well, that's good. That's good. Too low again. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I can't do much about it. Yeah, Hales was a blast tonight. I was watching that and just laughing. It was so much fun to watch them having a good time. Sounds great. Yeah, people are saying still low. Some people are saying sounds great. I don't know. I don't know. On my end, it looks like everything is running as it should. But then on another part of it, it doesn't look like it's running hot enough. That could just be me. Let's see if we've got another setting we can look at here. I'm loving it. Yeah, that does look like it's sitting a little low. Main mic, and let's bring this up and back to there. Right about so. And that looks like it's running super hot. But, you know, that's me running super hot, but it could be that I just need to restart stuff. Who knows? Who knows? Crazy, crazy things. Got booted out. Maybe a glitch. I'm back anyways. Well, glad to see that you're back. Well, thank you, Sister Sal. Thank you, Sister Sal. I appreciate you. Low here and had to max out your volume. I'm always full of surprises. Well, it does happen. That's better. It should be quite a bit better. I've got it tweaking out. Looks like it's almost distorting. Game from what the hell sounds a little better, but still low. Yeah. Well, hopefully with the video I show you tonight. Oh, there will be no coughs or splatters is fine. Other proof what a bad sounding show looks like. Yeah, but still a little low. Gang by Rama. I love it. I love it. Yeah. It was fun on your headphones from the beginning of the stream, but it was loud on the laptop speakers for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. It's been really weird. You're only here for a second. Well, good to see you, Robert Tower. I'm glad you could make it in. Can you please play the birthday song for your adopted dad? He is 78 today. Most definitely, I can make that happen. Give me just a second and I will bring that up for you because why not? Now, if it comes off really loud, then I did something wrong. I did something wrong if it did. Thank you very much, Sherry Nail, gifting 1 membership, and we'll get to that right in a second.
Joyful time, it's your special day. Gather round, we're here to say happy birthday, happy birthday. You're the shining star, let's celebrate you no matter where we are. Tequila and margaritas, party through the night. Cake and candles, the mood is just right. As the candles flicker, make a loving toast to the
There you go. There you go. Well, happy birthday to the adopted dad. And Sherry Nail gifted a membership. Thank you very much, Sherry. And Sandra, you were the lucky receiver of that gifted membership. And welcome to the Nut House. That's the best way to put it. Oh my gosh, it is absolutely crazy. Hit that like button, y'all. Shizzy has a truck payment to make. Yeah, I gotta get a truck so I can drive down to, and just not get out of the truck. I got to get a pack of cigarettes too. So, at least what I don't know how much cigarettes are now anymore, but got to have the pack of cigarettes sitting up in there so I can tell everybody I don't smoke. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun last night. If you didn't get a chance to check the stream out with Doug last night, it's always fun streaming with Doug. Just always a good time. And Fallen Heroes celebrates 10 months of being a member. Welcome, and thank you very much, Fallen Hero, and thank you so much for being here.
Welcome to the shit.
Ah, yes, every single day. Yes, it is. Oh, sucks to see you in there, Doug. Then a bag of rocks. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yes. Oh. And February. Yes. Gold-colored King Ranch truck. You know, it's funny, Wes. I had one of those whenever I was working at an auto shop. This guy came in with a King Ranch, and he goes, "I've got, how many miles do you have on it?" I think it was somewhere around 120,000 miles on my truck, and I've never replaced the brakes on it. I was just like, and I pop off the wheels. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, you could have fooled me. It looks like you've got maybe 20,000 miles of, you know, brake pad wear on this. Like there is no brake pad wear on it. And then come to find out, he does long distance traveling in that King Ranch, and he was driving back and forth to California and not stopping. I was like, well, that would explain why you have over 100,000 miles on this truck, and your brake pads look like you've never used them. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Hey, if people say hi to me, I may have missed it. Oh, it's all right. Good to see everybody here, though. It doesn't matter if we miss you. We know that we care. Yeah. See, even Lily's saying my volume is really low. I've done everything I can inside this program to bring that volume up, and it says it is peaking out. Is peaking out. I think I found out what the problem is. It's about to get really loud. So give it just a second and we'll see what happens here. That may have taken care of the gain that was happening. We will see here shortly. Audio. It looks like it is still really low. Give me a second. And auto. We'll turn that on. That looks a little better, and then does it bring it back? No, it is not working. It is not working. It has got its own thing that it's wanting to do. I can't get it any louder than what it's doing. Hey, Linda, good to see you. It was silly old YouTube. Oh, see, there you go. It could be any number of things. I mean, I've got it as loud as I go. I mean, without it distorting. Man, it could distort. When you play a video, the volume is loud, but when it goes back, my mic goes low. I can fix that. That one I can fix. And that would be something else. I'll have to, they did a big update. Hey, Mr. Coop, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Jeremy was on fire tonight. For ya. Made it out of clay. For ya every day. Hey. Well, it's Barry White evening. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Little Barry White tonight. Dana Peckham says it's called a funny thing, manners. I hope you've heard about it now. Well, it is. Speaking of manners, if you haven't seen it yet, I know quite a few of you already have. There is a new video out. It's for members only, but don't worry, it will go live. I forget the day, but it is set to go live for everybody that's not a second tier member. And I just like to give something a little bit extra to the members. Every so often you got to do that. Yeah, tonight was great seeing them happy. Well, and that I think makes the whole anti-Hales just upset whenever they're happy and they're pleasant and they're just moving on with life and doing their own thing. it really drives people up the wall. So it's just crazy, I don't know. But of course, I haven't gone over this latest document, and I figured that it would probably be a good time to bring it up, go over it, share it with you guys, give my thoughts on it, and then we're going to pull up a little bit of Laura Owens stuff tonight, and that is going to probably take a good portion of it. And I do have an open letter before we get to that. So the open letter will come sooner rather than later. And I hope you guys are ready for it because, well, it's an interesting one, to say the least. It's a pretty interesting one. I need to make sure that I have it pulled up here. Yeah, I didn't pull it up because, well, I'm slacking today. And there it is. Let me double check, make sure. Yeah, that's the correct one. And I think you guys will like the open letter. It might be a little spicy, but hey, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Sometimes it's just spicy. Now, this one here, this particular document came in. Now, this is in Fed 1, in case you guys are curious. This matter is before the court on plaintiff's motion to disqualify. And this was the motion to disqualify the judge from this case in Fed 1. In the motion, plaintiff argues that the undersigned should be disqualified from presiding over this case. Federal law requires the judge to disqualify himself, gives you all the legal definitions for it. Down here under 1, judges routinely preside over motions for their own recusal. So he feels that he's absolutely fine. An allegation of bias sufficient to require disqualification under Section 455 must demonstrate the alleged bias is personal as opposed to judicial in nature. A motion for disqualification generally should not be predicted on a judge's rulings in the instant case or in related cases, nor on a demonstrated tendency to rule any particular way, nor on a particular judicial leaning or attitude derived from experience. A judge's expression of frustration with counsel also do not constitute personal bias sufficient to warrant recusal. Plaintiff's motion fails to satisfy the standard required for disqualification. The timing of this motion, shortly after an opinion by the undersigned recommending dismissal of claims plaintiff has brought in a related lawsuit, shows what is happening here. Shows what's happening here. Does it really show what's happening here? And let's see. The sanctions hearing that the plaintiff relies on in this motion to disqualify occurred nearly 11 months before the motion was filed. Well, it was also, the case was on stay. I mean, did you, they were expecting that you were going to do something with Deuce, and all you did was sanction Jeremy. Well, his attorney, you sanctioned Jeremy's attorney over this, which seems a little biased, just saying. And the motion to disqualify was filed the same day as plaintiff's objections to the undersigned's opinion recommending dismissal of claims in the related case. Plaintiff was also sought to disqualify the undersigned from the related case, and that motion was denied by the district judge, which, yes, it was. And, I didn't think that this would go through anyhow. I was looking at it, I was like, I mean, they make all valid points, but you have to remember it's going to be hard whenever you've got a judge that backs this magistrate, which is what you want the judge to do, is be confident in the people that he has there as magistrate to make sure that, he's got the right person for the job. Conspiracy theories alive on that one. Oh yeah, there are. And let's see, we were right here into noting the court has said or done this case has resulted from a personal bias against a party that stems from extrajudicial source. Really? Because it seems to me that there was extrajudicial sources that the judge still hasn't ruled on. Whenever you got lips and chips filing motions in this court, when you have let's see, Brooke filing motions in this court whenever he was told not to, whenever these kinds of things right here, and the judge still hasn't slapped that down, which I think that if the judge wants to show that he's not biased, he should be slapping. He should slap John Cook with sanctions, because he told him stop filing stuff in this. The case is on stay. Unbelievable, just unbelievable. Yes. The fact that the court expressed its frustration with plaintiff's counsel for the way this case has been litigated does not provide a basis for disqualification. Well, I would agree with him. It doesn't. But whenever you're not doing anything to the other party, and like you said, it's been 11 months. So why hasn't he sanctioned him? Finding the judge's admonishment of counsel did not warrant disqualification. Expressions of frustration did not warrant recusal, or put it another way, generally clashes between court and counsel are insufficient basis for disqualification. 3, it says, although the court has no personal bias against plaintiff's counsel, the court would note that antipathy to an attorney is insufficient grounds for disqualification of a judge because it's not indicative of extrajudicial bias against a party. But it looks like it. That's the problem. It gives the impression of it. Well, thank you, Katie Bellini. Appreciate you. The state of the judicial activity towards lawyers was insufficient to show bias against the parties required to warrant disqualification. The court made it clear the sanctions hearing that the plaintiff's counsel was responsible for the sanctions. It was plaintiff's counsel, not plaintiff, who was admonished by the court. They're not sanctions on Mr. Hills. It wasn't his decision to file those motions. It was yours. And so the sanctions are going to be imposed upon you. Well, he did say that. Plaintiff's motion argues the court is biased because it is disciplined misconduct by plaintiff's counsel, but it's not disciplined misconduct by defendant's formal counsel, although that provides no basis for disqualification. The court would note that it is already made clear that the misconduct of defendant's formal counsel would be addressed. What? It's been 11 months, Judge. You haven't addressed it yet. Are you ever going to address it? Or oh, that's right, the case is on stay. So let me guess, you had it all written and you were ready to sanction Deuce the day that he didn't show up. But we never saw that happen. Matter of fact, you rewarded John and Lynette with the same sanctions that you took out on Randy in Fed 2. That's interesting. Former counsel would be addressed. It has not been addressed yet because this case is and has been stayed. The courts generally do not issue substantive orders directing people to do things in cases that are stayed. You can completely, this is bullshit right here because, I mean, I'm no lawyer, but I would believe that a person that is not party to the case, a former attorney, you could have made sanctions on without any problem. Matter of fact, I think that Judge Hinkle probably would have agreed whenever you told him, no, you will be here. And he basically told you, fuck you, Judge, I'm not showing up. And that's exactly what he did. He wrote to the court, said, I'm not showing up. And then he withdrew from the case and you did nothing. You did nothing. Absolutely nada, zero, zilch. Matter of fact, how many months did it go, Judge, before that case was stayed and you still hadn't done anything? And that's what he gave you, is a big fuck you. And it never happened. That's the meaning of a stay. Nothing happens. The case is paused. See Black's Law Dictionary. Yeah, everybody knows what the definition is. In any event, sanctions are routinely imposed at the end of litigation for conduct that occurred earlier in the litigation. Oh, really? Really? So why did you sanction Randy again? What huh? I can't hear you. I got some shit stuck in my head that just won't get out. Called a brain. I'm really curious of why you told them to bring their checkbooks. So really, Judge, really? Now, yeah, I'm pretty sure that Bruce is not stated this. I'm pretty damn positive that you still issued those sanctions out to, who was it? Oh, you issued sanctions out to one attorney, but not the other. C. Donaldson v. Clark, authorizing sanctions to be imposed at the end of litigation for conduct that occurred earlier. So you're saying that you're not going to do that on Randy. You're just going to do that on Bruce. I mean, you're just going to wait until the case is over before you sanction Bruce. Good luck. Good luck. You might be sanctioning him while he's in prison. You know, some of their behavior could have been stopped had you actually, you know, followed through with what you said you were going to do. But are you too chicken shit, Judge? I mean, that might be it. Authorizing sanctions being imposed because plaintiff's motion 180 fails to provide any basis for disqualification. It is denied. And it is, you know, that's the thing. The judge's recusal has been denied. Pretty straightforward. But you know, it's amazing. It's amazing that the fleas they left that little part out. Folks, today is an off day. A good friend lost the love of his life to MS today. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That is really unfortunate. I had a friend of mine lost his wife around this time last year to Lou Gehrig's disease. So, and it was a long time coming. So, you know, prayers out to that family because that's rough. The crazy part is if you which I feel for you if you ever listen to what the fleas are saying and really pay attention, it changes from day to day to day to day to day, and it doesn't ever stay the same. It will their narrative changes, just depends on what everybody else is saying. And I realized this quite a while back, is they don't have an original thought in their head. They follow what Jeremy does and they try to imitate what Jeremy does to try to make money. They imitate what Tug does to try to, you know, interact with their chat. They imitate what Jay Hip does in trying to be funny. They fail miserably because Jay will always be much funnier than all of them combined. Crazy, isn't it? Good evening, Stacy. They try to imitate writing court pleadings with I don't know who, but they usually fall flat with what, paint chips. That guy, you know, here it's so interesting to me that they're so concerned with PR, which has been the case the whole time. Is they were, you know, Lynette's PR team. You know, I would say that they still are. Al Walker's a mod for Mr. Coop. Awesome. Condolences, Jack Wells. Surprised they haven't got a shit show as their intro. Well, and that's the thing. They're trying. They're trying to mock and imitate. Well, I don't know if it's even mock. It's more like they're trying to imitate everything that everyone else is doing. But see, this is where they have a hard time coming at me. That's why they get very quiet whenever I'm around. You know, they'll say something. Usually it's a snide thing. Well, he uses AI. I mean, that's about the best they can come up with. Well, he's a drunk. He uses AI. Sure. Use AI all the time. I use AI to write some of my music. I use AI to create some of the great songs that you guys enjoy. Speaking of great songs, I had a new one. That dropped, and that one is members only. And we had some fun with that song. I know that a few people have been out there. They've seen it. They've enjoyed it so much, and it will be dropping for everybody. And whenever it does, oh, it is so glorious. It is so glorious. I had so much fun putting that video together because it really does describe the whole ecosystem. Just a punch bowl of humor. Oh my God. Yeah. Happy Sunday. Good to see you, Stacy. Good to see you. And it's it's amazing to me that whenever they're trying to do their music, whenever they're attacking Rosalind, whenever they're going after J-Hip, it always falls flat. You know, J-Hip doesn't even have to try, and he has so much fun. Just you know, he's like, man, these guys are like, internet joy for me. If they went away, they'd break Jay's little heart. Can I sing a lick of the song? No, I could play like a little bit of it. I play a little bit of it. I may have messed up, and a lot of people got to see it before it went full membership. But yeah, I could probably play a little bit of it, and then of course I'll hide it after I do, because, well, that's how I am. And then I'll give you the nice open letter. Sending prayers to Al Walker during this difficult time. Yes, please, prayers out for Jack Walker, because that's never any fun. Never any fun. Let me do that. I'll let you guys see a little bit of the video, and then we'll make it where it just goes nothing but you'll just be able to hear the music. You'll be able to hear the music, but you won't be able to hear the video. You know, you won't be able to see the video, because the video is definitely interesting. How about I do that? Yeah, we'll just go over here. We'll pull that up and we'll hit share screen here. And there it is. And we'll give you a little bit of it. And then of course you won't get to see the whole video. Only members will get to see the whole video, but it is good. I hope you guys enjoy. Here we go.
Copy quarter, copy clerk. Your speaker threads trying to light a spark. Wait till they work it over and over and harder and over again in the dark. You call it preservation in your quiet place. I hit it every blast, you take it in the face. Reply all junkie, joined up for thrills. Scream harassment when they coach your own kills. No peace, no quiet, just spiral and shout. You pour the gas grin while it burns out. Nobody drag you, you barged in loud. Now the dock is thick, judgment's coming down. Oh, deeper, proud harder. CC the doom, act shock when it hits harder. Harder. Over and over and over again. Loser blame everyone, but this your sin. Over and over it tightened in your band. Harder, friend. Sharks, mother trucker, you're deranged. Chasing friction till bars get exchanged. Harder. Seems you're craving bubba to begin. Harder, your ass gets worked in. Harassed, watch the stalk threads in the night. Shizzywhiznut, living rent free in your mind. Call it coordination when they call you bluff. Threaten a suit, kind of shit ain't enough. Felony frames stuck in your lies. High, you pour gasoline, about to feel the fire. No force, you chose it, your grand wide. Now bunkmates waiting, no place to hide. Oh, deeper, proud harder. CC the doom, act shock when it hits harder. Over and over and over again. Bill K step in, pretend it's a win. Over and over and know the news just saying. Call it nerve, call it the fight, but you live for a wreck more than life. Harder. Fall deep in love with your defeat. Harder. Orange jumpsuit heat. Don't forgive, threats don't fade. Exposure, inclusion, your own parade. Swear untouchable, king of the spin, but spiral titan, cell dog grin. No more screens, no CC changes. Concrete echo, endless pain. Push harder, it gets harder till you bend over. No reset, no pardon. Poke deeper, prod harder. CC the doom, act shock when it hits harder. Over and over you swing at shade. Shadows bite back, price getting paid. Never and over, drag 'em in your ring, but brain shrinking lights dimming. Truth car deep, no hide no more. You wrote the record, now lock the door. Over and over you scream, you bleed. Bar slam shut on your endless need. Harder and harder and harder and harder and man. Ass worked over by your own damn hand. Harder and harder and harder and harder and man. Over and over, chose to fight. Over and over, harder and harder and harder. Over and over, proved it right. Harder, 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 harder. And everybody already knows.
Oh my gosh, that was such a fun video to make. And those of you that have seen it, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It was an interesting one. Most definitely interesting. Sending prayers to Al Walker, most definitely. Al Walker, ooh, it's your birthday. Somebody says, ooh, my birthday. Not till Elvis, dead day. I have 2 grandbabies, a wee man, 14 months old, a wee girly, 4 months old. Holy cow. Well, congratulations. Congratulations on that. And Shane Thompson has just become, man, my mustache is itching. Thank you. Shane Thomas has just become a YouTube member. Well, Shane Thomas.
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day.
Yes.
A new flavor of fuckery.
Cause everybody sucks to see in their dumber than a bag of rocks. Tour Europe.
Tuesday,
Wednesday. And then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, bald, or dash poppycock yellows and fuckery. Yes, it is. Don't worry, it'll drop down every day until it goes low. So there was Feather says, is that for a higher membership? Yes, it is. Don't worry, because I do drop those down. The higher memberships get to see it first, and then I bring it down as it gets closer. Yeah, your determining appointment is next week. Yeah, lots of prayers out to you. Harder and harder and they are copycats because they have no sincerity, nothing of their own talent, humor, heart, kindness, can't do the hard work, have copy everyone else, can't even cover a story without copying too much work. And that is true. That becomes, and that's the thing. It is, sometimes it's difficult to cover a story that everybody else is covering, but you have to remember that you have your own take on it. But if you have to have a thought of your own that doesn't come from somebody else, you have to be able to do it. Jay Levy says, oh yes, thanks for the plug on FNL. Yeah, you're welcome, brother. You're welcome. Hey, what can I say? Shizzy is just fine. Yeah, I hope I'm just fine. I hope they're just fine. Hello, Brenda Arbor. I think that's Brenda Roberts. Yeah, see, once they changed all the names, now I have a hard time seeing it. The only reason I know is because well, that's Levy. His name has always been Levy. Levy. It's your happy unbirthday today. Well, happy unbirthday to you, my dear. Happy unbirthday. Another great Sunday. Started with Tug and then Jeremy, then got your expert fix. Now Shizzy. Only thing left is for Yamaha to read me to sleep. Glorious. Yeah, I'm not Yamaha, but it would be great. Saw the video yesterday, but not a member. Yeah, you probably would have gotten a first glance at it. What happened is I made it members only, but I set it wrong, and so everybody got to see it ahead of time. It was a sneak peek, and then all of a sudden it went members only. So don't worry, it will be available for everybody. Everybody come. Let me see when I actually have it set to release. I could tell you when it's scheduled to be released to everybody. It will be tomorrow. Oh, well, so that tells me that I need to do this, and there we go. So if you're gathering nuts or higher, you will be able to see that video. You'll be able to see that video anytime that you want to. So if you're gathering nuts or higher, that video is made for you right now. You see, I took care of that because tomorrow at 11:30 at night, it will drop the whole video. The fumbling over words more than once in less than 10 minutes had you worried. I don't know about fumbling over words. I don't know who fumbles over. I probably fumble over words. I'm a big word fumbler. It's so beautiful. All right, let's get this thing here for you guys so you can see. Yes. All right. I know that you guys, you really want to have the how did you put it? The I guess the best way to put it is you're really looking forward to that open letter. I know that the open letter is only comes around, certain times, and there's only one way to do it. There's only one way to do the wonderful open letter. And I think you guys are ready for it. I know it seems like you're not, but I'm pretty sure that whenever you get the open letter, it makes you enjoy it so much more. So I think the best way to do it is just bring me over here to do the open letter like it should be done. Only one way. Might as well. It just needs to happen.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzywhiznut.
Oh my.
Welcome to
An open letter to Fleesa, the queen of bullshit. Listen up, Fleabag. There is a special breed of internet warrior who treats every live stream like it's the Sermon on the Mount. If the Mount was a garage full of expired chicken skins, mismatched lawn chairs, and a whiteboard that's seen more eraser abuse than a kindergartner's art project, you waddle in, mucus bubbling like a science fair volcano, pound the desk, declare the sky is falling again, promise the dominoes are tumbling again, and then plot twist, admit you're midstream, that your notes are all jumbled. You mixed everything up, and oopsie, maybe you don't even remember what bullshit you screeched last week. Well, that's not a whoopsie daisy moment, Fleesa. That's the structural integrity of the entire truth operation folding faster than a chair under your fat ass. March 10th. Oh, you're strutting in like you've got the inside track to the almighty stenographer. Witnesses solid. Jeremy's coverage, nonsense. Court outcome, if it goes sideways, clearly the judge needs glasses, a bribe, or a new moral compass. You're serving certainty with a side of fake pearls and righteous sniffs. Then March 14th hits, and suddenly the same flea who was hawking ironclad facts is mumbling, "Hang on, let me sort my notes. I think I said, wait, what did I say?" Fucked hard when your opening act is, "I don't know what I already told y'all." The encore should be silence, not more bellowing of hot air. Confidence arrive first class. The facts hitchhike on the back of a pickup truck drunk off its own ass. Oh, and don't get me started on the judicial notice dipshit hours starring Paint Chip, another disbarred legal dipshit who waives Rule 201 like he's pulled it out of a Happy Meal and now thinks he's unlocked cheat codes to the universe. Well, back on March 10th, he's just thumping his man boobs. Court must take notice. YouTube's basically public utility water. Statements preserved forever. Jeremy's little fed too is just the beginning. The little quip is the golden ticket to vexatious liability nirvana. What was he beating his flabby garbage about? We got him. Slam dunk. Fireworks, then the motion slaps you in the face harder than a beached whale in flip-flops, and poof, all that bullshit narrative does a full 180 faster than Gabby after a 10-dose chocolate bar. Suddenly it was never about mandatory notice or devastating sanctions. Nah, the real win was the judge read it. Wow, groundbreaking. The sparkler didn't launch, it fizzled on the driveway like your jackwagon shower scrubber. But Sheriff Lisa, tell the warriors the sparks were the whole point. We'll all nod and pretend we didn't see the bottle rocket land in Brenda's kiddie pool. You love blending cases like you're making conspiracy chili, Ohio protection order, Florida federal suit, throw in some third-party drama and a dash of body cam footage. Stir until everything tastes like greasy chicken skins. Ohio's about an existing order, alleged violations, whether it stays in place. Florida's Jeremy Federal smackdown against your whole polycule of live stream twat waffles, including Paint Chips himself. They're not the same beast, not the same courtroom, not the same stakes, but wow, shit, why let those little pesky details ruin a good outrage smoothie? You smear them together just to grease your fat ass through the door. But then there's that body cam saga, real 911 call, a 19-year-old kid that runs off, frantic mama, grandma live streaming and ignores that he's gone. Somebody FOIA's the footage. Normal public record stuff in Lisa's world. Straight up stalking, doxing, obsession, evil incarnate. 9 coats of villain glaze. Public documents don't become contraband just because they make your side look like the vile shit stains you are. Screaming, stalking at the existence of timestamps, routes, and footage is just showing everyone for the garbage human you are. And the surveillance derangement? Well, you turned a bargain bin traffic analysis. Jeremy drove this side, hugged that grass, drifted left at the fence, therefore criminal mastermind. Meanwhile, you're the one archiving videos, compiling drives, emailing attorneys, bragging about your preservation windows like you've actually archived anything. Your stalking is supposed to be heroic. His documentation against a person with a fucking protective order against them, he must be stalking. Got it. That moral compass must run on AA batteries with a pull start. The cherry on top of that? Well, some warrior blurts out, notify YouTube, shut his channel down. He's harassing and suing for bullshit. You just streamroll past like it's background noise. But that's the aroma that always wafts off you like a pig pen. You're the martyr while coordinating strikes and smears and little legal whispers, evidence sinkholes, and the attorney pipelines. So here's the brutal truth, Lisa. You don't expose Jeremy, you exhibit yourself. Every stream is just another page in the scrapbook of your own dumb fuckery. Certainty to clean up, bravado to cope. This proves it all, and that was never the point. You don't correct records, you reupholster them and slap a doily on the contradiction, call it context, and hope that the warriors don't notice the seam splitting like your yoga pants. But too bad for you, the transcripts don't lie. The pivots leave skid marks like your fat ass, and old versions rattle in the trunk louder than the marbles in your head. So keep redecorating that same tired lie, Fleabag. Keep mixing notes, pivoting scripts, and puffing your chest like a parade balloon with a slow leak. The audience might lap up the chicken liquor for now, but functional eyeballs eventually spot the pattern. Same destination, different scaffolding, every collapse blamed on someone else. With all the love of a short bus window licker who somehow still sees clearer than people fighting over the map. Shizzywhiznut. Still out here in Velcro shoes, chewing crayons, and wondering how the ever-living hell your dumbass keeps selling the same swamp-ass water as holy wine. And most definitely, oh, I'm in your head, In your head, in your head.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzywhiznut.
Oh yeah. Just like that. That's how you do an open letter. So brutal and so much fun. Love my letters. Oh, come on, let's go. Ah, like feeling fresh with summer's eve. Good evening, Vicky. Check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Love that term, twat waffle. Yeah. That isn't my term that I came up with. Sorry, not saying much. Found a baby guppy in your tank today. Trying to set up another tank for it. Oh, you be safe, Max. You be safe, and thoughts out to your baby guppy. Just like that. Shizzy. Awesome. Yes. Well, you know, and if you didn't see Tizzy to Bounce's little video, you know, and that's the thing. You realize that they don't want to talk about me. They are so scared right now to talk about me because they don't want to get owned like they do every single time that they start in on their garbage. They and oh yeah, my let's put it this way. My little AI machine, you know, where is it? I think it's around here somewhere. It's actually just a stream deck, but hey, you know, my little AI machine, yeah, it'll outsmart the fleas. This little box here is smarter than the whole ANTI-WTH's ecosystem. It does really cool things. Like I can switch scenes on it. I can do this kind of stuff. Like it's pretty cool. I can do all kinds of stuff with it. Like I can change the camera angle. Lisa, not a zombie. She don't want brains because her the superior. Came for the letters. They never disappoint. Hey, Flipper, how you doing? Oh, Florida Flipper, good to see you. Good to see you. Brutal and so effing on point. Well, thank you, Marama. You know, and you know, I usually tone down my curse words. I've been working on it. You know, that's what people don't understand. I do try to keep my language a little bit cleaner, just a little bit. Not always good at it, you know. But you know, sometimes I just let it get away. Oh, that little box is my nemesis. Tell me more about your little box there, Rosalind. But what I have for you tonight. And you know, like I said, I was going to go over some of the hail stuff tonight. There was something else that I've been sort of kicking back and just watching it build up and watching it build up and watching it build up, and haven't really had a chance to go over this. Now, this is going to be coming at you from Schnitzel Ninja. If you don't know who Schnitzel Ninja is, there's just some good stuff here. And I thought it was good to sort of get some of these things sort of caught up a little bit, because it is quite interesting. And there is a YouTuber that got his channel booted. Well, not really booted, but he's got a restraining order against him in Arizona. And it's really interesting. I think I want to show it with you, and I will. What I'll do is I'll grab Schnitzel Ninja's channel here, open in a copy link address. Here we go. This here is Snit, and I'm going to have a hard time saying it. I'm really bad at showing these. This here is Schnitzel Ninja's page. Go sub up. Now, Schnitzel. I'm just going to say the ninja. Ninja has been on top of all of the Laura Owens stuff. If you find this interesting, go give her a sub. She's on top of it. She has been doing these videos for quite some time, and there is quite a bit out there. Schnitzel, thank you. Venomous, yeah. Schnitzel. I'll say it 10 times and then I'll get it wrong. I thought Laura Owens, yeah. Shout out to Hey Rob and the Schnitzel. Yes, most definitely, because they are straight up good. Like these are absolutely wonderful, and I had to share it with you guys because there's more here, and some of it I'll be going over it tonight. But I know that there's a time and a place to do all of this, and it may not be the correct time, but it is always a good place to do it because we talked about Rob here. Whenever I was reading the filing that she had, which was absolutely insane, the things that she was accusing him of doing, I don't know why he didn't fight this much better. And I understand it was just his attorney was a dumbass and not doing what his attorney should do, which is, get this person out of their life. But I wanted you guys to catch it up. So here is Schnitzel Ninja's pages. It's awesome. And here we go.
Schnitzel Ninja.
All right.
Oh my.
This is the time set for a contested hearing regarding an injunction against harassment in CV 2026-002-304 in the matter of Laura Owens versus Robert, is it Andreev?
Case sounds like a Y. That helps Andrea.
Okay, that's Andreev.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Let's start with plaintiff's counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. David Gingras on behalf of plaintiff Laura Owens. And to give you a little phonetic help with my last name, it's pronounced gin like you drink and grass like you mow. Gingras.
All right.
Gingras. So it's Gingras? I always thought it was like Gingras, like Mardi Gras. It's spelled the same way, like Gras, like gras. Shout out to Hey Rob and Schnitzel Ninja. Yeah, thanks for covering this. No problem. And I mean, this really, yeah, his lawyer stunk. Absolutely, I agree. Didn't argue anything. Gin ass. Yeah, he's a character. I'll put it that way.
Gingras. Okay. All right. And counsel for defense?
Good morning, Your Honor. Matthew Kelly for defendant Robert Andrea.
All right.
I have seen that guy somewhere else before. He's put on some weight. I've seen him in another case. Douche canoe for short. Yes, douche canoe for short. Rosalind, that's absolutely right.
All right. Anything, any preliminary issues that we need to discuss before we get started?
None from our side, Your Honor.
Okay. And we're set for an hour today. You all are prepared to make your cases within that time frame?
I am.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And you've exchanged your exhibits and your witness lists?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. The people in the gallery, any of them going to be testifying?
Not from our side.
No.
Okay. All right. So anybody who will be testifying would be limited to the defendant and the plaintiff?
That's correct.
Okay. All right. So let's start off by having the two of you stand and raise your right hands to be sworn.
You are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
I do.
I do. All right. Thank you. And you can make yourselves comfortable. All right. So both sides will have approximately half an hour. That will include any time that you spend doing your cross-examination, anything like that. So keep that in mind. And do you want to make an opening statement? You don't have to. It's up to you.
Given the short time, I think I'll wrap it up at the end.
Okay. Okay. How about from defense? Okay. All right. Then whenever you're ready to call your first witness.
Your Honor, would you like her to be on the witness stand, or?
It's probably easier once we get to the time of cross-examination. It's a little strange when you can't see who you're talking to. So why don't you come on up to the witness stand, if you would,
Yeah.
ma'am?
Yeah.
Just
Hey,
head up
Libby.
the ramp over there. There you go. And watch out. I hear there's a little area where people trip sometimes. You didn't have
Yeah, don't worry. She falls down all the time. I mean, it's just because she had sex with the bachelor. Oh no, she swallowed she swallowed and got pregnant by the bachelor. That's what it was with a child that she never had. Twins at that. And it's happened before. Yeah. Here, if you guys are wondering what this is all about, if you're wondering what this is all about, and I'll just point it out, Rob right here, this guy, has a YouTube channel, and it's a, somewhat successful channel, and he might be, a little bombastic, a little bit, probably more than even me. I hope you have a cocktail, Andy. I need it. Well, I do have an ice cold beverage. So Rob here, he's been covering the case. Now he's talked about a lot of the shady shit that Laura Owens has been doing. Laura Owens was the
have any trouble, but just
this Laura Owens is this stick figure right here. You can tell that it's her because it's all skin and bones. She's got she does have sort of like a Neanderthal walk about her, but if you saw her, she was the one that was sitting here. She's got an oversized head and like these, like that's a boob right there. And then of course she has like these Neanderthal arms, and like she's wearing a mini skirt, so it makes it look like she has some sort of weight on her. The weight would just be, the weight of her lies. But, she sort of has this crow look about her, just sort of like it's like an old, what do they call that? A crone? I think that's what they name of it. Gene Grass run everything. His lawyer just seemed, yeah, like he's running the courtroom, of course. But, and of course you can tell because she's always got the, the tearful eyes and little tears coming down. And you can really notice it by the size of her mouth, because, she's always just, well, and of course she's got the curly hair because, that's so that would be her that was sitting over here, and just crying. But, she's moving over to this spot now, and, she's got the she sort of does look like a Neanderthal. Like, you can tell by the short legs and the long arms, that she's just sort of like lots of weight on her no shoulders. Yeah. So, and you'll see what I'm talking about whenever she sits down, that she's just
in case. Yeah, the chair will move. It's a little difficult because it's on carpet.
It's like, it weighs more than me. And maybe she'll start rubbing her belly.
All right. Okay.
I mean,
Take
okay.
your time. Just get it situated.
Okay, perfect.
There you are. And whenever you're ready.
Okay, thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Laura Owens.
Laura, did you file the petition in this matter on January 20th, 2026?
Yes, I did.
Okay, Exhibit A, if we can have that. Am I pulling them up, or are you?
Well, I would object.
We have it marked, but you'll have to play it off of your own computer. Do you happen to have another copy of it on your?
I do. It's right. If you want to just turn it on, it'll be there.
Told you how to put a condom on a banana, but did she teach you how to put a condom on a banana with your mouth on a banana? That's the question, Libby. Like then we would be impressed. We're not too impressed if you didn't learn how to do that.
Plug in your laptop.
Yeah, it's plugged in.
So, Laura Owens,
okay.
Not Beetlejuice.
All right. So, Laura, you filed the petition on January 20th, 2026. At the time that you filed this document, did you believe that everything in it was accurate?
Yes.
And since you filed this document, did you learn that there were some mistakes that you wanted to correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we look at Exhibit B real quick here.
B
So
as in
our
bitch.
exhibits are not numbered as letters; they are numbers. Did you receive an exhibit list?
I did.
So the
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes.
yeah, I
see
Drew
what
the
you're
clerk
saying.
kindly tried to identify
That's
how
perfect.
you had them marked, but if you all are used to appearing in civil court in front of judges, there is a different case management.
Absolutely. And those are my thoughts exactly. No wonder she swallowed. She does look very malnourished. Well, good eye, Jane. Lurkers sliding in late. Oh, you're on top of it. You know, unlike her. T. Underwood says, hello has become as annoying as Felisa. I find it difficult to listen to either of them. Well, Rob's going to have a
process
chance.
that they use. The commissioners, for some reason, don't. And so we have this issue with respect to our exhibits sometimes. So it's not you all. That's just how it is. But Drew.
Oh, so that might have been in the girls' breakout session, but it was actually Dr. Ruth before she was famous. That's very cool. That's very cool. Because, you know, she's famous in her own right. You realize that Dr. Ruth, and a lot of people don't, you know, you can look this up. Dr. Ruth was a Israeli sniper. Yeah. Go look it up if you don't believe me. She was in the military as a sniper. Could you imagine? Could you imagine Dr. Ruth out there? Now, what you want to do is you want to put this in your hole. If not, I will make a new one for you.
Kindly tried to mark it so that you guys can just make sure you're referring to them the way we have them marked. Otherwise, you know, it won't make sense in the record.
I like Drew's list. I made my own, but he's got the numbers. I'll use his numbers. So,
okay.
So we were talking about the petition was Exhibit 1.
Was there anything? Did you have anything?
I'm about to object to Exhibit B.
Oh, okay. Well, there's no Exhibit B, but
right.
Yes. Okay.
I object to Exhibit 2. On whose side? No, she was an Israeli sniper for the Israeli army. I can't remember. There's initials for that. Yeah, she was. Finally got your new medicine chest. New medicine. Oh, I thought you were. My mind automatically goes to boobs, and you were talking about your chest, and I was just like, that's a weird way of thinking about boobs, but no, I understand now. A medicine chest. Thank you. God, my mind boggles at Dr. Ruth with a long gun, let alone one allowed in the wild. Yeah, I mean.
Exhibit 2.
Okay.
And Your Honor, can I just show her the paper? It's a bit easier than doing it on the screen.
Exhibit 2?
This is Exhibit 2.
Okay.
But he objects to it. Oh, she's muted. She muted them.
Okay. And did you want to respond?
No, Your Honor, I haven't moved to admit it yet. So I'm just showing her this document.
Okay.
And then I'm going to ask some follow-up questions. And I guess if there's an objection, we can talk about that one and if it happens. But
okay, are you objecting to her reviewing it or testifying about it?
Yes, Your Honor, if she wants to.
Yes, Your Honor. Man. Don't feel too bad, Shizzy. My mind went exact same train of thought. Okay. Because I mean, you know, you're starting to talk about chess, and I'm like, we're thinking memories, sweet memories.
To testify, she can testify. She doesn't need a document to read off of.
What he's objecting to, and they muted it out because they were having a sort of like a sidebar right there in the court. Now, if you've been in court, you probably heard what it was. But the reason he's objecting to it, I believe that this is an exhibit his claims that she's making against him of things that she's saying that he said that are completely untrue. I mean, we pulled up Rob's channel whenever she was saying all this stuff, and I was like, oh my God. Like it was pretty vicious things that he was saying. We're talking about, calling for some pretty vile acts. And I went back to the timestamp that she had put in there, the actual timestamp in her complaint, and played it, and there was nothing there. Nothing of what she said was true. Just unbelievable.
You want to be heard?
Again, I'm not moving to admit it at this point. I'm just asking her to look at it. I don't see an issue with that, but in any event.
Good evening, Dan P. and Brenda V. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you.
So why don't you ask her questions, and then if she doesn't know the answer or needs to refer to so this is a document that she prepared. So if she needs that to refer to, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Sure.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, Laura, forget about Exhibit 2 for a second. After you filed the petition in this matter, did you realize that you made some errors or typos or mistakes that you wanted to correct?
Yes, I did.
Can you generally tell the court what those mistakes were?
Yes, absolutely. So the only errors I made were that I mislabeled some of the numbers of the videos, but all of the quotes appeared in his videos. And
you mislabeled. So you're oh my fucking God. I would say objection, Your Honor. This is what the statements that she's making. She's trying to verify with this work. Is Laura trembling from malnutrition? No, she choked one down before she got here. I mean, so it's not really that she's trembling from malnutrition. She's probably trembling because she's afraid that she's not going to get to the all-you-can-eat buffet before the Ethiopian kids do. Welcome, expert. Oh no. So she's BS again. Yeah, this is absolute bullshit. So she was just like, oh, I misquoted the video, the numbers of the videos. How do you misquote the goddamn numbers of the videos? You're looking right the fuck at them. It just shows that she's lying. Liar.
transcripts and in the videos, the numbers were wrong.
Okay, so since you filed the petition in January, have you learned that anything that you accused the defendant of saying was not said by him?
No, everything was said by him.
Okay.
No proof of it. No proof of it. Laura, a liar? Never. Not the big gulper. Hey, chat. Hey, Sean, good to see you. Came out. She's trembling. Oh, she's living.
Laura, Arizona.
Let me ask, are you as part of this asking to amend the petition?
Well, the petition always.
No, you should be asking to amend the petition because your exhibits are absolutely wrong. She needs to eat a couple of bags of double cheeseburgers. Well, I mean, she does like the hot meat between her teeth.
I think would be amended to conform to the evidence. So at this point, she's not changing anything. She's just saying that there were some errors in terms of a number of what the video title was, I think.
No, those are fucking solid errors. So she needs to amend the goddamn petition. And that's what this does. Why isn't dipshit over here standing up and saying then she's absolutely wrong and her exhibits are wrong. She's making shit up, Your Honor. Hey, you have to let the dogs out. Ooh, 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 let the dogs out. Oh God, this idiot, dummy. Then she shouldn't have allowed any of this stuff in.
So I think if you're asking to amend to conform to the evidence, I guess, so from the defense perspective, let me just make sure, are you asking for additional time or is this something that's a surprise? Do you need a continuance?
Your Honor, if they are going to amend the petition, I believe that they should do so now so that we know what petition we are discussing.
Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. And of course, Gingras is going to stand up there and start, douche canoe's going to get up there and be like, "Oh, but Your Honor, I mean, we'll just no, you can't. We have to go back and verify what she's saying. If what she's saying is true, now there's a possibility because, like I said, whenever I pulled up that one and I didn't find any of that stuff in there, timestamped. You would think you're going through all the effort of putting these timestamps in there and it's not there, that you would amend it almost immediately. Hey, Karen, good to see you. Long ago, Karen, good to see you. Welcome. Exactly. Why were they able to amend, or the lawyers should have taken time and Rob could have been advised better what to do here. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Crazy.
Your Honor, note the rules require that evidence be limited to
the petition. Right. Okay, so do you want a form to amend?
Not at this time. She's
Okay.
not. All we're trying to do is there was a dispute that arose after the petition was filed. There was a motion to quash that was filed that argued that Ms. Owens had fabricated certain statements and so forth. I'm just trying to get her to respond to that and explain for the court that what we have was basically a typo.
Okay.
Your Honor.
No, I would be like, Your Honor, this is more than a typo. This is more than a typo. This is willfully lying to the court and then wanting to amend it on the 11th hour. And this should be thrown out. If she wants to amend her petition, then have her amend the petition, remove the sanctions off of my client, because she's yet to prove that anything that she says is true. As you'll know, Your Honor, she is known to be a liar in court, in multiple courts. She's facing right now more than 12 felonies for lying to the court and fabricating evidence.
Counsel is misrepresenting what we said in our motion, and what happened is plaintiff attributed certain statements to a certain video. They are not in that video, and therefore, because they are not properly in the petition, we believe that unless the petition is amended, they are not at issue here.
Okay. So do you want to just fill out the form? It's just a form.
Yeah, I can do that, Your Honor, but I prefer to not eat into my time with this issue.
No, but that's your fucking job. You don't want it to eat. So inconvenienced, Gingras. I'm an inconvenienced little cock. I can't do this. I have to. Give me a fucking break.
I understand that. But why don't let me give you the form and then.
Yeah, I'll work on it. I'll try to get it fixed. I think I know what the problem is. It'll take me a minute to get it fixed.
When you have a moment, you can take a look at it. It doesn't look like it'll take a real long time. All right.
Well,
go ahead.
In any event, Your Honor, the petition alleges that the defendant made certain statements, and Ms. Owens is simply confirming that she believes that he did. And we're about to show you what those are.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Laura, Arizona law defines harassment as conduct that is directed at a specific person and that would cause a reasonable person to be seriously alarmed, annoyed, humiliated, or mentally distressed, and the conduct, in fact, causes that effect. Within the last 12 months, has a defendant done anything that you felt was harassing by that definition?
Yes.
Okay, can we look at I called it Exhibit D, and it's probably going to be Exhibit 4 then. Again, am I playing it or is it clerk?
You are.
Playing it,
okay.
What?
So let's see. Okay. Laura, do you recognize what's on the screen there?
Yes.
See if I can make that bigger. Can you tell the court what this is, Exhibit 4?
This exhibit is one of the videos that he made about me.
And is this, let me just clarify, is this I'm following that so in the petition, there are allegations about videos that are, or I don't know if they're videos or podcasts or something like that are numbered. And so what you're playing is a different number than what's in the petition, or this one aligns?
I'm not sure, Your Honor.
At this point, Rob's attorney needs to be standing up and going, Your Honor, why are they going to play a video that is not part of any of the exhibits that is trying to say that there's something being done. How much time has Gingras wasted so far? Yeah. Ooh, no, this is ridiculous.
We'd have to ask the witness.
Your Honor, this particular screenshot is of a video that is not at issue in the petition, and we object to discussing it because it's not relevant to the petition.
Again, Your Honor, we
Then amend your petition. Come back another time and amend your petition. What a fucking asshole.
if we have to amend the petition to include these things, I'd like to do that.
Yeah. So why don't you go?
That's what she fucking asked you to do, like just not even 5 minutes ago. And you were like, oh, I don't want to waste time amending the petition. Well, yeah, I'm really thinking that cocktail yet. Jesus Louise.
Ahead and just fill out the in brief, just amend.
Yeah, okay.
And then the issue then for defense is you have three options. You can have a continuance within the timeframes provided by Rule 38 of the Rules of Protective Order Procedure. You can have a brief recess so that you can review the amended petition, or you can waive those things and proceed.
Oh, and at this point you say, well, you look over at your client, you say, client, what do you think? Do you want me to give a brief summary? Do you want me to just say, just go ahead? Or do you want to take another 30 days and you'll still be under protective order? Because I mean, you're still going to be under that restraining order. And if you want me to review it real, briefly and make sure that they're correct, then, oh, geez.
Okay. So once you
sure
just put in then you're substituting something for something, right? A number.
Amending to add.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Amending to add.
So this is going. Do you want me to write the exhibit number as well?
Well, whatever you need to do to just make it clear for the written record.
Okay, we've got that. Okay.
Oh, geez. This is crazy.
Objections to do this now as we go along, and then we'll keep adding to it if there's any further objections
to it. But let's.
No, I would say, at this point, oh my God, at this point, Rob's attorney says, Your Honor, we need to brief recess equals going commando. Well, who's saying that I'm not commando right now? I could be sitting here naked from the waist down. You would never know. But you can imagine it. It's not a pretty imagination that you have if you're thinking anything dirty. I'm quite clean. Yeah, at this point, well, I don't know what he's doing, but at this point, his attorney needs to go, Your Honor, why don't they get their shit straight, and once they've got it straight, we can come back here. And I'm going to be moving for sanctions because clearly they're not on top of what's going on. I think Gingras just likes to discombobulate the court. Poor Laura needs to grow a pair. Well, how do you know she hasn't? Or borrow one of Gingras's. Oh wait, he doesn't have any. That's right, D. Underwood. That's so right. What a misjustice. Hope this has been challenged. No, it's here's the thing about it with Rob. The judge ruled against him. The judge absolutely ruled against him, and he has a protective order where he can't be in the same place as her. So it was basically just a waste of time.
Let's do what you're asking for right now.
Sure. Okay.
So you want to so have her sign. And so, of course, read through it and make sure that it's accurate.
He deals with this one.
Oh, he's got the little hip thrust out.
Does it deal with this as well? I think it deals with this as well.
Well, you might as well add.
What? Oh my God.
That as well.
Yes.
And add those. In fact, yeah, take a minute and just add anything you need to.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think Home Chicken is spacing out here.
This.
Yeah. Just the exhibit number.
Just to add that.
Yeah.
And again, from my understanding, it sounds to me, and if I understand correctly here, that the allegations in the petition are not changing, but it's the identification of the particular video or whatever we're talking about, right? Correct.
There's one correction to a video number.
Right.
She put what 272? What was the error? 272 and it's 273.
Okay, so the allegation, the substance of it
does not change.
Doesn't change. It's just the identification
This is
of
an
the
addition.
video.
This has been an addition.
Oh, okay.
This is the only addition, I believe, Your Honor. Is that right?
Well, and the thing after.
Why does it sound like she's
the post order interview?
Damn vocal fry is horrible. With all her lawsuits.
Is that okay, or do you know? Maybe I should put the
just a little bit of description about it, whatever date and yeah.
I mean, the judge has already ruled on that. That protective order came in. It's done. It's done. So fraud on the court again. Hey, I'm sure it's going to get quite stupid. Sorry you're so late. Don't worry, Shirley. You can doze off all you want to. Meaning hers. That one's going to be glorious. Yeah, her court hearings, all of them are going to be so crazy. I hope that justice is served. That's what I hope. Hope justice is served. What are you talking about?
Sure.
Okay. I can talk really fast, but I prefer not to.
Well, I am told that I can as well, but I will try not to.
Slowing myself down a little.
She sounds like an old woman.
These are only things that you didn't list in the petition that you want to bring up now. So it's just anything new.
Okay. What about that?
No, it's not so.
Okay.
Welcome.
Oh, I didn't sign it.
I'm surely saying the flock.
Oh, and the approximate date of that was 225. I believe.
You meant Shizzy.
Or not 225. That wouldn't be. 25.
25.
Trying to stop smoking. Mint flavored liquid and vape. Oh, yum. It's not helping.
Well, we do need a copy of it to make it part of the record. So why don't we, Maurice, would you be able to make a copy of it real quick? And then just so we can also give a copy to defense counsel. You all are doing more than the average bear regarding this proceeding, and so I'm trying to make sure I'm following the rules because I don't normally we don't usually get this far into the weeds. People don't usually, I say into the weeds, but I mean people don't usually file written requests in advance and things like that because of the very tight time frames. I'm sure you all realize why people often don't do that because it's tough to get it done that quickly. So the rules do seem to indicate that it needs to be done at the time it's happening. So that's why I'm trying to do it this way. I realize it's a little disruptive to our proceeding here, but trying to make sure that we're following the rules of procedure as written.
We love rules of procedure.
Right? You guys are attorneys, so
yeah.
You know about this rule thing.
And that's why you're up for being disbarred. Because you like following the rules. Right, Gingra. You like following those rules. Yeah, we'll see.
You can get, that'd be great. A copy for everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Copy.
All right. Do you want to take a brief recess?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll just take a brief recess so that they can just take a look at the proposed amendment, and then we'll maybe 5 minutes. Is that okay? Okay, we'll take about 5 minutes. Let them have a look, talk to each other, and then we will restart. Okay. I think as long as it's just 5 minutes, you're welcome to go sit back down, but you're also welcome to
I'd
just
love
stay
to
there.
sit if I.
Either way, just
Okay.
we'll all just hit pause.
Laura, do you need water?
I
I don't see any jug. Or anything.
think I'm okay. I just have one question.
He just said he doesn't see her jugs. I don't see her jugs either. 'Cause, I mean, you would think that she would have some, but while they're doing that nice, beautiful, little break, I got something I want to show you guys because it's I can't take credit for this, but I do have to give credit where credit is due, and there's only one that I can give credit to, and if you know, you know. And if you know, then you definitely know, because this is from Rogu Mama. Thank you so much, Rogu Mama. This will explain everything. Let's see if we got it. Yeah, here we go. Let's do it.
Yeehaw! This seahorse is ready to ride.
If you're wondering what that is, well, let me see if I can bring it up. Why is it not showing? I think I know why it's not showing. Here we go. We'll see if we can bring it up. Here we go. This right.
Yeehaw! This seahorse is ready to ride. Whoa there, giddy up. Best ride on the high seas.
What do you think? Is that good? That's good. I knew you guys would like that one. Because I'm funny.
For you about
The mic's going to stay on. So
I have seen this guy in another court case before, and I can't remember which one it is. But he was a dumbass in that one too. Where's Yamaha? Did he go floating away on his pony? Yeah. We need a floaty pony. You got the floaty pony. Yes, it is awesome. Yes, I know. Is that Seabiscuit? Correction, a floaty pony video with a song. Oh, I'm what I may do is I may put that, I may slip that into his intro video. That and the the tricycle. So good. Shh. Don't let him know.
you might want to not.
Yeah, the microphones are always on in here.
Oh, that is good.
It's good to.
My only question is.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is just a screenshot, and then there's a video.
You're just asking me.
I'm doing what's called laying foundation. This is the whole point.
All right. So are you all ready to get started again?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Okay. So we're going to go back on the record in CV 2026-002-304. And any motion that you're making, or are you prepared to proceed? What I meant by motion is, did you need a continuance or you want to proceed today?
We'd like to proceed today, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Go.
No, don't worry, because I think I can arrange that to get put in there, Levy. Riding the waves in a whole new hang too. Yes, it is. No, Yamaha, you not farting your pony ass.
Go ahead then.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Laura, before the break, I'll just step back a little bit. I was asking you, I read the statutory definition of harassment as what that statute says, and then I asked you within the last 12 months if you had seen anything or had any events occur that you felt the defendant was harassing you. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. And in the last 12 months, has the defendant done anything that made you feel harassed?
Yes.
Okay. And looking at my exhibit D, which is plaintiff's exhibit 4.
About the only ass she's seen is being harassed.
Did you recognize this?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell the court what this is?
This is a video that was made on July 18th by the defendant.
Okay. What the title of it, I think it says 0209. Do you see that?
Yes.
And it has your name, Laura Michelle Owens. That's your full name?
Yes.
Okay. This is a screenshot, but did you actually watch this video?
I read the transcript and saw part of it. Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead.
You read the transcript and saw part of it. I
didn't play this.
But why would you? Here's the thing. You know, this is a beautiful, beautiful thing that people don't seem to understand. If you find something harassing to you, you can turn it off. It was affecting her none whatsoever, because everything that he was talking about is absolutely true. That she is making false claims. She's actually going to be in front of not one, but two separate juries under two separate issues, and have lots of counts on her that are felonies for lying to the court. So were you lying then? You lying now?
And let me just verify. So you said July 18th, and obviously we haven't hit that in 2026. So are you talking about 2025?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that.
That's
yes.
okay.
Okay, so Laura, I'm going to play for you our Exhibit E, which should be Plaintiff's Exhibit 5. I'm going to ask you some questions about this.
I think I've seen, maybe not, real recently too. I could be wrong, but I think so, yeah.
Trial by jury. Laura Owens was an aspiring influencer who now finds herself in the spotlight after her paternity claim involving a former Bachelor contestant.
I didn't do that, I don't think. No, that's not me. That's the video.
Spirals into a legal nightmare. Laura, portrayed as charismatic and charming, manipulating her social media platforms to gain sympathy and followers, while maneuvering her way through the legal system and using it as a weapon against her victims. She is traveling down a path that there may be no turning back.
Laura, that video that I just played for you, so you said that you've seen that before?
Yes.
And that where did you see it?
On YouTube.
That's it? That's it? Sounds like a Hellraiser sequel. Maybe, yeah. What the hell is chat today? Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I saw her there. If something is not to your liking on TV, YouTube, or even on the radio, you have that wonderful option to the channel or the power button. Both work well. Can't see it. It can't offend you. That is the biggest thing people don't understand. Why does she sound like Elemental P? Never get the whole context of conversation, only what they want to hear. Yeah. And well, you know, she was here but left. And that was harassing.
Was it on the defendant's YouTube channel?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any knowledge of if he created that himself?
I believe he created it himself. It was
okay.
Yeah, it was on his channel.
Did that video cause you any alarm, annoyance, humiliation, or distress?
Yes, all of the above.
Okay.
But would it cause a reasonable person humiliation or distress? And any reasonable person would just be like, okay, was he lying? Maybe
Within
not.
the last 12 months, has the defendant done anything else to harass you?
Yes.
Okay. Let's take a look at exhibit, or sorry, I think.
Yeah, her
our exhibit F. Well, let's leave that out for, well, exhibit F is a picture.
Laura Bones. For it turned sideways and where.
So Your Honor,
turned
let
into
me just,
a crack
if I can
in the
just ask
wall.
some foundational questions, and then maybe we can get a ruling on that. Laura,
So you can ask. I'll let you ask foundational questions.
Laura, do you recognize this exhibit, which is, again, it's our exhibit, I believe it's F, and it's plaintiffs must be 6.
Yes, I recognize this.
What is that?
This is my home it's a casita on my parents' property where I live.
So it's a picture of your house where you live?
Yes.
And where was that posted?
On Discord, I believe.
Okay. And that date, it looks like
it was so wonderful seeing you, and welcome to the channel. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. make sure that you hit that thumbs up if you get the opportunity. Appreciate you. I appreciate you.
It was posted in October of 2024. Do you know if that picture is still up somewhere?
I do not know if it is.
All right. That's outside of the year. So you're not alleging that's part of the harassment in this case, right?
No.
But it's something that the defendant did in 2024, posting a picture of your home that frightened you.
Yes.
Okay. Let's look at Exhibit G.
Your Honor,
go ahead.
You disregard this exhibit. It has not been authenticated, and it is not under Rules 1001, 1002, a proper copy of the exhibit.
Your Honor, I'm not moving to admit that one yet. So you.
Well, you're going to have to. Geez, man, So I'm just going to talk about this, and there's nothing there to see. That could be any house. It might not even be hers. I don't know.
Just you heard what you heard about it, and you can do whatever you want. Give it as much or as little weight as you want.
No.
Okay. So in terms of my consideration of the exhibit, I think what I've heard in testimony, and certainly could be rebutted in your questions, but what I heard is that the person who lived there said, this is a photo of where I live. So I don't know that authentication is necessarily an issue. Go ahead.
Your Honor,
just because they're saying it's their home, there's nobody else to verify that it's her home. And matter of fact, it isn't her home. From what I understand, she owns absolutely nothing, zero, nada. Everything is bought and paid for by mommy and daddy. At least that's what we found out in the bankruptcy. This was retaliation by LO because Rob was covering her case, going to her hearings and picking up court documents as soon as they came out. I know that's all it is. And the thing is even with this, he can still continue to do that. He can still continue to show up in court. He can still sit right there in court. So what did she get? Nothing.
Indication that particular photo was posted on my client's.
Authentication of where it was posted.
Precisely.
I see. I thought you meant of the photo itself. Okay.
No,
okay.
The entire exhibit.
Okay.
Which indicates.
I see. So she says he posted it on Discord, and so
we ask Your Honor to disregard that because their foundation of that hasn't been laid. It hasn't been on.
Okay. So did you want to be heard on that issue?
Yes, Your Honor. Again, I'm not moving to admit that yet, and I can deal with this really easy with a single.
Well, you don't need to. I mean, Bob. No, I'm just going to talk shit. We're just going to say that he did all these horrible things. So not her home. It could be her home, but she's saying, what he's arguing is she's saying this was posted in Discord. And you've got no way of verifying that that's true or not. It's hearsay.
Question.
Okay. All right.
Ms.
Go ahead and ask your question.
Do you know, regardless of when it happened, do you know if the defendant has ever posted a picture of your home on social media?
Yes, he has, and a simple search of Discord would show he did post that.
Okay, and you became aware.
A simple search of Discord, but you haven't verified where that came from. You're saying, well, it came from Discord. Where, when, how, why, what? And the judge is just letting this through, and the attorney isn't saying anything? Good Lord, man.
That he posted a picture of your home on social media?
Yes.
Okay, let's move on then. Looking at the exhibit in front of you is our Exhibit G, and I'm struggling to see because
exactly.
I'm sorry that Drew, was it Drew? Your list doesn't have the same titles that I do. In any event, do you recognize Exhibit G? I believe this is going to be Plaintiff's Exhibit 7.
Yes.
Can you tell us what that is?
It's something posted on the defendant's YouTube channel, and it has a quote and my face on it many, many times.
Let me stop you a second. So the defendant has a YouTube channel. Can you point out in this picture what tells you that we're looking at his channel?
It says, "Hey Rob" as the username and not the defendant's username.
And how do you know that?
Because I believe it says Robert Andre at the bottom.
Well, you've looked I assume the court is familiar with how YouTube works, but if you click that button that says, "Hey Rob," and then you're taken to his channel, are there videos of the defendant on that channel?
Yes.
And did that cause you to think that that's his channel?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think that's a disputed fact, so we'll move on. But also looking at this screenshot real quick, can you see where it says, there's not a publication date, but it appears to say at the bottom, streamed 3 weeks ago. Do you see that?
Yes.
Did you see this at some point in the last year?
Oh yeah. It was recent.
And the green text in quote, can you read that for us?
When dark.
Yeah, so how many people posted those photos of the casita as it was searched and open to people to get after X number of days? I mean, it could have been any amount of time. Why don't they ask her for her driver's license and her address and ownership of the house? Yeah. Maybe it wants to ignore the extra numbers and letters in your name. That could be Heather May. Rob's lawyer must have fallen off his motorcycle one too many times. He doesn't appear to have any brain cells left. Yeah, that's what it appears to be.
Darkness falls over the city. Predators take to the skies. Laura Owens transforms into multiple terrifying hybrids with human heads, bat-like bodies, and leathery wings, hunting unsuspecting victims from above. As shadows stretch and screams echo through the night, the line between nightmare and reality blurs, and no one is safe from the winged horror lurking overhead. And it says, "Leave us alone now," or...
Laura, did...
Okay. Sounds like parody to me. But yeah, I agree. Fell off, lost his brain.
This, whatever you want to call it, I mean, it's a screenshot of a thing, but when you saw this, did this cause you any alarm, humiliation, or distress?
Yes.
Okay. Moving on to exhibit.
Can you explain, and this would be my question, like, can you explain what harm, humiliation, or distress of something that you read? Yeah, it sounds like facts to me. Yeah, why did she blame Rob for this? And do you know if he appealed? Nope, he just let it ride. Here's the thing. From what I understand, the way that this was ruled on, I could be wrong. The way that the judge ruled on this was pretty shitty, but it doesn't affect him whatsoever. He can still continue to stream. He can still continue to post. He can still continue to do everything that he was doing before. It was just, she needs the spotlight. She needs to be a victim. She is a perpetual victim.
Our Exhibit H. This is going to be Plaintiff's Exhibit 8. Let's play this here.
Thing right, recall up all the horse shows in California this weekend and pretend to be low and say you want to confirm your attendance at the competition. That way we can find out where she will be. That's a fair way to do it, right? And we all know the names, and you're not causing any trouble. You're not influencing anything. You're not talking bad. You're just using your First Amendment rights to find out some information that's public knowledge anyway. It's a competition. And let's say we are fans of her equestrian abilities. I want to know which one she's in. I want to go see, right? Let me make another comment for you, too. A lot of these competitions, there's usually a side business going on where you can request videotapes and pay money from a professional, right? So keep that in mind.
And if you know what this was about her saying that she was not able to be at a court hearing. So put that into context, Your Honor. Well, see, here's the thing: she's in a court hearing in another case that she's avoiding. And why is she avoiding that court case? Well, the reason she avoided that court case, Your Honor, is because she said that she was at X, Y, and Z place, and in reality, she lied to the court. She misrepresented where she was, and she was actually at a horse show. And that's what that was about, Your Honor. That's how you explain that exact thing. I mean, was it smart for him to do this? Not really, but I don't think it can't be within 100 feet of her. I can do that. Yeah, he can do that also. The only thing is he can still be in a courtroom. There's nothing she can do about him being in a courtroom if he's a witness. He can still be there, as far as I know.
If he does go, you can also ask that service, pay the money, and then let me know, right? And then you can get the video professionally done of her writing on the dates you want, every date, all shows, one show, whatever.
So, Laura, there's this funny little rule of evidence called authentication. And what that means is that for the court to consider evidence,
it's a funny little rule. And, for rules for Gingrich are sort of like, like the truth. They're there. Sometimes it's inconvenient. Mm-hmm.
Has to be some evidence to show that this thing, what it is, where it came from. So can you explain, first of all, what that video is? Where did it come from? Is this something that you created?
No, it's not something I created. It's something the defendant created.
Well, it looks like it's actually a screen recording of a phone. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
But okay, this video is something that you saw. When did you see it?
I saw it a month ago.
And do you believe that was about when he posted it?
Yes.
Okay. And in this video, we could replay it, but I don't want to. He starts out with a comment about calling up horse shows, and the transcript says LO, which I guess is your initials.
Laura Owens.
And he talks about calling up horse shows and pretending to be you to see if you're in a particular show. Can you sort of explain to the court why that's a concern for you?
Yes.
Or is it a concern for you?
Yes, it is a concern for me for several reasons. So this had been part of a motion to allow travel. As you guys are all aware, I have a criminal case pending and I have to file a motion for travel. And I was going to help my sister with childcare in San Diego, and the defendant did not believe that. And
it was an absolute lie, because you were at the horse show. Imagine this. You actually lie. You're lying again, because that's not what you wrote to the court. You wrote to the court that you were going to be doing something else. If I'm not mistaken, it was that you had to go to the hospital for something, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it was about. That you were saying you couldn't because you were ill. You couldn't make it. Huh. And then it turns out you went to a horse show instead, where you were absolutely fine and riding on the horse like happy as could be. Yeah, it was a lie. She said it was a hospital visit, right? Because if it was just to go help her sister, they would have said no. Jeez, that's horrible.
Instead wanted to call up horse shows, since I'm a competitive horseback rider, pretend to be me and see if I was competing. It was very alarming.
Laura, since the judge doesn't know you, can you sort of explain for the court what you're talking about with this horse show thing? And you said competitive.
Yes.
Just briefly explain what that means.
I compete in horse shows regularly.
Okay.
I haven't lately, but I have, yes.
And those horse shows are in Arizona or elsewhere? In
Arizona and California.
Okay, and so in this video, it appears the defendant was encouraging people to call up places that he thought you might be.
Yeah, let her know we got prayers and thoughts out to maybe not, and the pup, because that's no fun having a sick pup. With arms like that, she couldn't even lift a diaper. Well, I mean, she lifts herself up every day. Competitive against kids. Yeah. Her weight class, 8-year-olds.
To find out if you were there.
Yes.
Did that cause you any alarm when he said that?
Yes.
Okay. Laura, did you see the corrected affidavit that the defendant filed in this case?
Yes, I did.
And that came in, unfortunately, after we submitted our exhibit. So I don't know that it is an exhibit. But can you tell me, did the defendant's corrected affidavit cause you any concern? And I have a copy here.
Oh, yes, was
Can I
very
say-
troubling. Yeah.
Go ahead.
That was very crippling.
And this is an exhibit?
It's not. It's not
Oh.
our exhibits because we received it after we
Okay.
gave you our exhibit.
Oh, okay. Is it a defense?
We filed it with the court. So it's part of the record.
Is it a defense?
Is it against the boys? Because I mean, she is a guy. According to the popo, whenever they booked her in as a man. Okay, so she's entitled liar who needs to keep herself relevant. Yes, absolutely, absolutely, Noreen. Excused her, forgiven her. Never mind.
Your Honor, we filed that with the court.
Okay. So it was attached to the motion, or it was submitted as an exhibit?
It was attached to our reply brief, which we tried to file electronically Tuesday night and then filed on paper yesterday.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that.
Okay.
Would you like it, Your Honor?
No, I meant the reply brief. So I haven't seen. If you don't give it to us, if you file it, it doesn't just immediately. Okay.
I had emailed it to your assistant Tuesday evening when I thought I had filed it.
The reply brief? I don't think I received a reply. I got the.
Oh Jesus, man! So he filed an a reply brief or reply, but never sent it to Gingras, or did he not send it to the court? I mean, God, I see someone with a new song. It was a bodily double. It wasn't me. Yeah. Oh, I already have a song for that one. Trust me, I got tons of them. I'll play it for you guys.
The motion and the response, though.
Yeah. I have copies of it if Your Honor would like to see it.
Okay, how long is it?
I think it's 3 pages.
Okay.
It's 7.
Pretty short.
It's 7.
Okay.
And I've received it, and I have no objection to any of this. This is fine.
Okay.
But you're asking me about this one, right? The 2-page one?
Yeah.
Okay.
In a minute, we're just going to, the judge hasn't.
May I approach you?
Yes. Thank you. Sorry about that. We're oh wait, it was filed yesterday? Oh no, this was a copy that you got a conformed copy.
Hey, Sister Sal, you have a good night also. Thank you for coming by. It was so wonderful to see you, and I hope you make it again. Sister Sal, so wonderful. And it's funny because, she's got I love this happy picture right here. And it is so neat. But she looks like a friend of mine with her hair like that and the purple. She looks, I was like, oh my gosh, now it can't be because she's not. Oh my gosh. Judge, it's the red button to pause the case. Yeah.
That's right, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. I'll try to read it. I'm going to listen at the same time, so we'll see how I do.
Yeah. Okay. So, Laura, at some point, the defendant filed he filed a declaration with his original response, and then he filed a correction. And you saw the correction. In fact, you're holding it in your hand. Is that right?
Yes.
Did anything in that correction concern you?
Yes.
What?
May I read just
tell the
paragraph? Okay. So in his first declaration, he said that he had not been anywhere except for the courthouse to see me, and I understand that court proceedings are public. So he then corrected his declaration on February 17th to say that he realized that the statement was incomplete and incorrect, and that in October of 25, he did attend a horse show in Scottsdale after seeing an online posting stating that I would be there. And so it was very upsetting to me because he obviously knew that he had gone to the horse show when he initially wrote his declaration. And
that shouldn't be concerning. That shouldn't be concerning. You should be worried about it, you crazy psycho. So you want to hear the song? Let's play this one more time because this is awesome.
Yeehaw! This seahorse is ready to ride. Whoa there, giddy up. Best ride on the high seas.
I love that. I love that. So let me play this. Let me play this wonderful song for you. Give me a second. Now I'll pull it up here. And yeah, here we go. And so this is a song I wrote just especially for the creature you see up amongst you. Yeah, I wrote this one special. It's called Oops, All Mugshots.
Please step forward, sir. Ma'am. Hey, this ain't Glamour Shots, bitch. It's Central Booking.
She said, I'm a lady, the clerk said where, with a 5 o'clock shadow and a meth head stare. Tried to pout, but the lip got stuck, and the lash glue quit after trying its luck. Turned left and they flinched at the jawline blur. State your sex, she said, yes sir. Filed her nails with a court summon slip, and posed like mugshot couture on a sinking ship. Oops, all mugshots, pick your pose. Duck face drag with a method nose. Booked for fraud but dressed for sin, with sideburns stronger than her case could win. She said miss, the system said mister. A mistake, said she was framed, but the real crime, that eyeliner maim. Showed up dolled in a clearance wig, but the cop said, sir, step back, you're big. Tried to smile like she's Tyra's twin, but the cam picked up Beard's double chin. Said I'm being silenced, book mid-rant, with the dick print shadow in her yoga pants.
Oh, sure. Do you identify as male or female? Bitch, I identify as misunderstood with extensions. Code 6 mugshot gave me gender whiplash.
Oops, all mugshots can't pick a lane. Booked in heels, still looking insane. Fake ID, real testosterone. Got charged of misgender before the dawn. She cried, discrimination, they just said damn. She wanted drama, not corrections, ink. Now she's the meme with the toilet stink. Flipped her hair, it flipped back slow, and the cop said, ma'am, that's a bro. Caught in 4K, captioned them with a face that screams county gem. One last shot, chin up high. She blinked it, posted, and now she's got.
She said, this is defamation. The mugshot said, nah, bitch, that's illumination. And the caption read, Miss Court, misgender, mugshot magic.
I knew you guys would like that one. Yeah, I told you I wrote one about it. I told you I'm really bad whenever it comes to this kind of stuff. I don't know what I'm doing.
Just knowing that he looked up where I was going to be in October and went to this event, even though it's a public event, went after seeing that I was going to be there. Like, he didn't just go to see a public event. He went because I was going to be there. And I had no idea he was there.
Okay.
Okay. So what does that matter? You know, it'd be like, hey, you know, I hear that expert is going to be at Dollywood. You know, that's coming up in June. Imagine that. And all you people that hear me about this, they're saying, oh my gosh, expert's going to be at Dollywood. And then you go to show up and guess what? You see expert. And he had no idea you were going to be there. Do you think he's going to be stressed out about it? No. He's going to be like, okay, I'm glad you guys could make it. I might be there. That'd be scary, wouldn't it? And if you find out that I'm there and you're like, oh my gosh, Shizzy's going to be at Dollywood. Oh, you know what I'll do? All you have to do is go and say hi. I'll say hi back. Isn't that how humaning works? Dollywood, the expert. Yeah. It's going to be so wild and crazy. Imagine there's also going to be an F&L, and you heard that there's going to be an F&L right here. It's going to be an F&L. It's going to be live not at Dollywood, but the FNL will be live in another location. And guess what? There will be people there. Oh, scary how that works. Like it's an event. People are actually going to be showing up to that event. That's going to be so wild.
Did you recall? I don't. You may have said it, but what was the date of the horse show that he's now acknowledged that he went to follow you to?
October of 25.
So within the last year.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
So,
all right, Laura. Let's move on from that. I've got another exhibit, which is my exhibit I, which is going to be.
and guess what, bitch? You never would have known. You to this day, had he not said anything, you never would have known that he was there. Where is it at? The actual venue, I don't know where the venue will be, but the people that are there can reach out to the White Rabbit and, ask her, and she will tell everyone. Broken Bake. I know Venomous Venom. Broken Baker's going to be there. Oh my gosh. Do you think you should be stressed? Shizzy could be anywhere, but if you don't look down, you might not see him. That's correct. That's correct. That's very true. Valhalla will wait. Oh my gosh. I think Venomous is stalking. Do I need to get a protective order? Oh my gosh. Good night, Gippy. You have a good one. Gotta go take care of your wound on your infected artificial knee. Peace out. You take care, and please be safe. Prayers out to you. Prayers out to you. But glad you could make it in, Gippy. Oh my gosh. Please and thank you. So crazy. Stop it. Stop it. You're giving everybody's location away. Stop it. You scary creature. I'll be seeing you eye to eye. We're gonna go 007, like go sneaking on in there. Yeah. I'm looking at who said they were going. Oh, you mean we're gonna be at an event? There's going to be things happening. People are going to be hanging out. Peoples.
Hopefully, Plaintiff's Exhibit 9. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Someone that's the guards there will wrap. We'll say wrap her ass, and then she'll be impregnado.
Okay.
Even if
yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, this exhibit has been a clip job, Your Honor. It is a number of clips taken out of context and mashed together. It's in violation of Rule 36, and we strongly object to its use in this.
Okay, and is this clips of multiple videos?
I think it's obvious from watching it that there are edits that have happened, and there's a rule of completeness. They can submit the full thing if they want to. We're talking about a 4-hour video that I don't have time to play. So
okay.
I'm entitled to give summaries of evidence, and this is if he wants to on cross or during his time explain what's missing from this. Again, I don't object in submitting the whole thing. It's 4 hours.
Right.
So we just don't have time to get to that.
Okay, and so you would prefer the full 4 hours?
Yeah.
Your Honor, I would prefer that whatever clips they use are presented.
Absolutely, Your Honor. I would love the full 4 hours on that, because if we're going to be pulling up just some random clips, that are being put in there, how about we get what was said before, what was said after? Just clipping with something out of context shouldn't be allowed whatsoever, Your Honor. I mean, if we can get those clips, and how about we show you what was being talked about and her behavior? Commenting on someone's behavior is not against the law.
In their full context, which they could have done if they had submitted the full video and then gone to the spots that they wanted to show. They didn't do that. They did this clip job, which is a materially misleading, formulation of this evidence.
Well, but you have the ability to present clips of the video as well, right?
That's true, Your Honor. We also have transcripts of the videos that we have submitted into this.
Okay, so I'm gonna let him play because of the length of the video. I'm gonna let him play the portions he wants to play, but I'll also let you play any portions that you believe are appropriate for me to consider any content.
That is so unfortunate. You can't attend Dollywood. Your passport was denied. Something about illegal alien and border patrol. It was not board. It's border patrol. Border patrol said, no, you cannot come in from Canada. Or was it Mexico? I forget. So it's one of those two.
Next. Okay.
Your
All
Honor,
right.
just two comments for the record. First, the rule of completeness required, first, it allows me to use less than the whole thing. And if there's an objection, the correct response is to have them submit the entire thing.
No, they said, no. They said no ice picks. That's what they told you, Venom. They said no ice picks. See, you were trying to come across the border again with weapons. They said no, and no. I mean, last time it was razor blades. I know you said you were going to use them to shave your legs. Right. I don't believe that. Who uses straight edge razors to shave their legs anymore?
They think that we've done something misleading. That goes to the weight of the evidence, not the admissibility. And if there's some part that's been excised or some editing that's been happened in some way that makes it misleading, that's for Your Honor as a fact finder to use that as a credibility issue or whatever. But it doesn't mean that you can't watch it now. So having said that, let me just rewind this here.
Okay.
And again, we're not suggesting that there aren't edits. You can see them. You can see that there are cuts.
You better be careful crossing the border because you might be crossing the same time as one of those, one of the people from the anti-Hales, because there's a whole bunch of Canadians over there from the anti-Hales, and they find out that you're over in Canada, they'll probably harass you there, so, or Mexico. It's one of those two. Maybe it's Korea. I forget. Hey, I tend to pack things I need. Well,
and the guards there will wrap her ass, and then she'll be impregnado, even if there's more than one, and watch her end up with twins or more. Can you imagine the irony of it all? Lie, cry wolf, and all of a sudden, boom, knocked up with more than one child.
Oh, and what he was talking about in that particular clip is she would claim that something bad had happened to her of the sexual nature. And then, this is what she would claim if she goes to prison and there's male security guards there. That's what he was talking about.
Man, that would be a showstopper. This story does not end with jail. I'm letting you know that now. It's fed for free on my tax dollars. Thank you very much, you cunt whore. And you get to probably walk the yard. Might not be with your service animal, but you'll make some lady friends in there, I'm sure. And if they don't call her Horsehead, I don't know what they're thinking. I believe the women in prison will say, hey, Horsehead, get over here. It's a perfect nickname, don't you think, versus what she's come up with. Emily. It's a really good spooky movie. I think I want to be called Emily. That's a childhood talking again. Don't you think that's a child? I want my name to be Sally. Well, your name's Laura. Deal with it, you fucking idiot. Okay, jazz hand like the fucking best of them. Well, she hit me, knocked me into the wall. I can't do it in her voice without going to the mic, and then the mic causes me bright light. Your Honor, no, don't put me in solitary because I can't. I've got anxiety. Yeah, she'll be a bitch they toss around. Exactly. I wholeheartedly agree. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe there's a...
Hey, Horsehead is JJ Bean, isn't it? Yeah, she's trying to steal that too. She'd be put in solitary confinement. No, probably not. That is this guy right here. He has a YouTube channel called Hey Rob. And that's who they're listening to. She's trying to get a protective order against him. He manages to.
Sisterhood there we don't know about. They'll become co-representatives for the standing up against DV. Oh, fuck me hard. I'm sore right now just by saying that. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, he's in a pod, and it's all about the women in that family who can't wait for Ron to, shall we say, pass on. Scary shit. You have to wonder how toxic her relationship with her mother is. Yeah. Who hits who? We just leave it with that thought.
Okay, Laura, the exhibit that we just played, do you recall when you first saw that?
It was recently.
And this is cited in your petition, is it not?
Yes.
Okay. And in that video, the defendant made jokes about you being raped in prison, impregnated.
No, he did not. I would say objection, Your Honor. That's why it's taken out of context. That's not what he was saying. What he was saying was that she would claim that she was, if there were male officers, you know, what do they call them? Corrections officers around her.
With prison guards' children. He joked about your father dying, who happens to be here in the courtroom in a wheelchair. Did any of his comments, and he said, fuck you and other things, which I understand you can say those things, but did these comments from the defendant harass you? Do you feel harassed by them?
Yes.
All right. And also, Laura, how many videos has he posted about you?
His playlist includes 1,400 and some he's added 155 since the injunction was granted. And I'm not saying every one of them is his, but this is a playlist of videos about me.
So the defendant has a YouTube channel, and on that channel are videos that he has himself created, apparently, right? I mean, he appears in them like this.
Correct.
And there's also videos that he has not created but are about you, and he's gathered them together and put them on a playlist.
Correct, and that's what I put in my petition.
Do you know roughly?
I am so confused. How in the hells does he get away with this BS? You talking about? Rob is not doing anything that is illegal. Is this Gingrich? Yeah, this is Greengraw or Gingraw. Cross should be good if Rob's lawyer has any coconuts. Yes, sir.
The number, so the playlist speaks for itself. It's 1,500 and whatever the number says. Do you know?
It doesn't matter. You could have 1,500. He could have 5.
How many videos he's done himself about you?
I believe he said it was 400, but I'm not sure.
How many of those have you watched?
I only saw 10 when I read the transcripts of 10 when I did my petition. I couldn't go through them all.
Okay, and of the 10 that you saw, how many of them contain sexual references to you or sexual comments?
Everyone.
Okay, and we're going to get to.
Because she talks about getting pregnant by somebody from giving them a Hummer.
That. All right.
I mean, that is her claim to fame. That literally is her claim to fame. That's it. That she got pregnant by going a little lower than the waist.
Hello. The poor indigent. If she goes and says I'm indigent because the court said so, I'll fucking bitch slap her through the phone, through the camera, whatever I can get to her. She's a fucking twat. She's a hole. She's an oblivious hole. And to take from Lauren's vocabulary, Lo is a cunt. And recently, a bloody ass cunt. I needed to go hang out at the hospitals and find out if she was admitted anywhere or actually had surgery. Not just a hangnail up her ass. Michelle, money, show us the money.
Well, and what he's talking about is that's what she was claiming, that she was in the hospital bleeding out of all of her holes or whatever while she was actually horseback riding.
Me, dumbass bitch, and parents. That one's me, right? I called that. I said, show us where all the money is as far as legal fees, law firms, and both case-related monies. Important to know. Indigent my ass. Did you hear this morning? Last night even, for the Omar stream? Well, my parents, I bought a ticket and then I canceled it because I thought you said we were going to be there. And then my parents bought me a ticket at 7:30 last night. And then at 5:30 this morning, I canceled it because I was bleeding out of my orifices. Well, when you shove laxatives in your mouth and suck on them like candy, it's going to raw it out. And if you're purposely vomiting so you can say that you're anorexic, first off, you just offended every anorexic person who really is anorexic in the world, including the moon for that fucking matter. Second, you're doing it to yourself. That's why you're vomiting blood out of your throat. And how much blood is it? You're 84.6 pounds. If you were to vomit blood out of your mouth, I think you'd pass out. If it's a spit full of blood in a tissue, I pass more blood when I pass a kidney stone, you fucking bitch. Fuck.
Laura, the video that we just saw, when do you record?
Now, I don't agree with his language. I wouldn't be using it like that. I mean, it's a little bit too over the top for me. Guess who's awake? Good to see everyone. Little Miss Red Velvet. Good to see you. Oh, gee. Good to see you. Good to see you. Tell him, hey, Rob. Tell him, hey, Rob. You tell him. Sounds like free speech and parody to me. Yeah, and it's spicier language than I would be using. I mean, you know, I thought my language was bad. This is pretty bad, but you know, he has the right to say that. Yeah, it is a bit rough, but meh. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's meh.
First of all, did you ever watch this on YouTube?
Yes.
And do you recall when you saw it?
It was, he's referring to something after November of 25. So
was this within the last year?
Yes.
And this was identified in your petition, and you made a mistake regarding the video number. Is that right?
Yes, in regards to the bitch slap.
Well, in fact, in the little title footer there, it says Exhibit J, Incident 6, bitch slap, video 273, not 272. Is that the mistake? One of the mistakes that you made in your original petition? You called that video 272, but it was actually 273.
Correct.
All right. And Laura, in this case.
Oh, and I'm with you on that, K-Matt. You wouldn't want to watch this channel just based on the language. And that's why people try to tone down vomiting blood out of her mouth. It's her period. I feel bad. Wait, no, I don't. Good evening, everyone, from a stormy night here in Alabama. Well, welcome, Lady Bama. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well. It's good to see you. And we got Wes in Bama too. You guys in Bama, you guys. And we're supposed to be getting some storms too on stuff.
Case, you're aware that the defendant submitted an affidavit or a declaration sworn under penalty of perjury. Paragraph 22, he says, Owens falsely alleges that during this live stream, I said, if she goes and says I'm indigent because the court says so, I'll fucking bitch slap her through the phone, through the camera, whatever I can get to her. And then he says this statement appears nowhere in the transcript or in any other live stream Owens cites for that matter. Do you believe that to be a truthful statement from the defendant?
No, that's a very truth. I would say, Your Honor, I object because what you're hearing here is not what she submitted. So he swore under affidavit that it was in nothing that she submitted. He's very and it wasn't in anything she submitted. Must be beyond a golf ball through a stove. These men she victimized are clueless. She's never going to stop. No, Ronnie, she won't. She will just move on to her next victim.
In his motion to quash, reading from page 2 at line 15, he says, contrary to Owens' mischaracterizations and outright fabrications of what the defendant said, nothing in those live streams meets the criteria of the harassment statute.
Correct, because those were not evidence. She handed in the wrong evidence. He says those live streams, what she said, are not true. According to what she submitted to this court, what she submitted is not true. It is not in those live streams. That's what he submitted. What you just heard was evidence that they decided to put in later. This is why this attorney should have objected to all of it. Oh, you take care, Shirley. It's wonderful seeing you. Storm's moving on. Good night to everyone. tornado warning. So you get to cover and be safe. Can't believe it looked out. There's snow out there in mid-March here in BC, Canada. Well, it's only less than half an inch, but still snow in March. I've seen it snow in July. No lie.
Did you fabricate any part of what I just played in this video?
No.
Did you fabricate?
This video is submitted later as evidence. Objection, Your Honor. Like fucking dumbass. Object. Say, Your Honor.
Any part of any of the videos we've seen so far?
No.
You did not submit the right video whenever you submitted the evidence. Fuck.
Did that video cause you to feel alarmed, distressed, harassed in any way?
Yes.
I would think.
No, I don't think
All
so.
right. Let's look at Exhibit K, which is going to be Plaintiff's Exhibit 11.
Yeah, I got to see Lo handle who's in charge in her pod or whatever the fuck they call it, and then her take that person down so that she can be king shit, right? Or queen shit. That would be quite interesting. And I don't see her doing it. I see her cowering in the corner.
You have some rest.
And possibly even forced to solitary or not commissary. That's food where you buy stuff. The hospital. Because what people might potentially do to her in the showers. Whereas all they can do, I assume, is slide food through a little rectangle door. She could probably work her magic through there with a couple of blowies, but we don't know for sure, right?
Yeah, you don't
Laura,
know
that
for
video,
sure.
do you recall when you saw that?
It was recently.
Okay. And his comment in the video
2
about
seconds ago.
you performing magic, doing blowies through a little hole in the door, did you understand that to mean a sexual reference to you performing oral sex on prison guards?
Yes.
Did that statement harass you in any way?
Yes.
All right.
How? How did it harass you?
Potentially come in and say, I know nothing about this case.
This is my Exhibit L. It's going to be Plaintiff's Exhibit 12.
Woman, which we all thank God for that in most of our lives, right? I have seen her, not met her, but seen her up close and personal. So keep that in mind too. I talk shit like this, and I'm talking with valid, and I try to support my verbiage, right? When I document something, I write it down, or I'm saying the F word a lot. It's because I'm passionate. But on top of that, I've actually stood next to her, stood near her, stood in the gallery, not 5 feet away from her. You all don't have that pleasure. So it's a different perspective that sometimes I have to think, look at her. She's right there. And she blew Clayton twice. She wrote all those text messages. She has the audacity to be standing in this courtroom and not yell, I'm guilty, take me away in chains. Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, right? Maybe she's into that too. I don't know. We know she's not into cleaning her casita. But I say all these things because
that's
they also cross my mind because I've seen her in person, right?
Who cares?
Or the other, right? Makes sense to me. Plus, we don't want to leave her out there in the world for too much longer, right? She's probably getting a little restless in the downtown area, and she needs to find a new man. Scary thought, but the holidays are coming, right? Have a drinky, and boom, Uncle Bob's your uncle. What is it? Bob's your uncle. That's it.
And Libby with a quick self-plug. Tomorrow's short is Today in Space History about the Gemini 8 mission. Doggone it. That disappeared faster than I could read it. About the Gemini 8 mission. No, Houston, we have a problem. But oh, fuck Houston. And there is the link. Go check it out. He's got new plug coming out there in his shorts. That didn't come out right. Better be careful. You might have a Laura Owens going, wait, something's in Libby's shorts.
Bob's your uncle. I never liked Bob. Just call me Robert or Rob, okay? Please. Start with Robert. I prefer that the most. And if you were my mom, Roberto.
Laura, that video, do you recall when that First of all, have you seen that before?
Yes.
That looks like it's a phone recording a tablet or something. Did you create that?
Yes, I did, because the video was 4.5 hours long. I couldn't clip it.
When do you recall seeing that for the first time?
Maybe a month ago.
And was that around when it was posted? Do you know?
It was definitely within the last year. I'm not sure when it was posted.
Okay.
It says right there. By the way, it'll have a date when it was posted, you dumb idiot.
Let's look at Exhibit M. This is going to be Plaintiff's Exhibit 12.
I mean, the face and the police are calling, they take me to jail, then I could be arraigned at the same time. Wow. That would be almost as good as flying on an airplane to California from the 4th to the 6th, seated near her, if not next to her. Then I could bet she would let me join the Mile High Club.
That's crazy.
I killed it myself.
Laura, that video, have you seen that before?
Yes.
Do you know when he posted that?
You want some Irish music with St. Patty's Day tomorrow? I think we could do that. Yeah, I think I can work something out.
It must have been November of 25.
Okay, and that's part of your petition in this case, right?
Yes.
And in that video, he made a comment about sitting next to you on an airplane, and that if he did that, that you would let him join the Mile High Club. What did you take that statement to mean?
That I would have sex with him.
He's made a lot of sexual comments about you, hasn't he?
Yes.
In fact, almost every video we've seen is about sex with you. Laura, you have a pending criminal case. You have a mugshot up there, and there's a reference to that. That's a matter of record. We all know that.
Yes.
How many times have you been in court on that other case? In person appearances?
Maybe half a dozen.
Has the defendant been at every single one of those?
Yes.
Okay. Did this video make you feel harassed or alarmed or humiliated in any way?
Yes.
All right.
Which exhibit? I'm sorry. That was no.
That's our Exhibit M. I believe it's Plaintiff's 11 or 12. Oh no, I'm sorry. There are. Drew, I owe you an apology. You matched. That would be Plaintiff's 13. I see.
Okay.
There are cross references to our. That makes it much easier. So let's look at our Exhibit N, which is going to be Plaintiff's 14. Oh. Hang on, this one's 43 minutes, so I think we are going to not play that entire one. In fact, the rest of them are just too long to play. Laura, watching these videos and knowing that the defendant has posted about you more than 400 times, well, whatever the number is, it's more than 2 in the last year, is that right?
Correct, yeah.
And you feel harassed and humiliated by that?
Yes, correct.
And what are you asking the court to do about that?
You have hurt feelings. That's it. You've just got hurt feelings. Why are the exhibits so out of whack? The exhibits are so out of whack because he has them lettered as A, B, C, D, E, F, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And also not all exhibits will they're going to use, but they use those as reference. So, you can say, and so he's saying Exhibit A and it's actually Exhibit 1, and it's just different labeling. So that's why it's already funky.
I'm asking the court to, I guess, sustain the injunction, to keep the injunction against harassment.
I'm sorry, I actually missed one little bit. After the defendant was served with the order in this case, do you know approximately when that was? You filed the petition. Oh, yes. You filed it on January 20th, 2026, and I believe it was issued that same day. Do you recall when he was served with it?
I believe it was January 26th.
After he was served with the order, did he do anything else to continue harassing you?
Yes, he did.
Can you explain what he did?
He continued to appear on podcasts or like YouTube shows, and made comments about this. He even said there's no stopping him now, was one of his comments.
Did he make a video where he showed the injunction against harassment as part of the video?
Yes, he did.
And
what's the point? I must have been doing veggies for dinner. Corned beef is not something I ever developed a taste for, but good to know you enjoyed your dinner. Yeah, you got to have the right stuff cooked with it, done the right way. Rob should probably shut his mouth, not doing himself any favors. Absolutely. I agree.
Your name on it?
Yes.
Did he make a comment at any point about going to your house and knocking on your door after he was served with the order?
Yes.
Do you remember when that happened?
It was maybe a week after.
I have a quote here that says in a video on February 5th, 2026, the defendant said, "Well, I knocked on her door at the casita. Who's knocking on the door? But then I just maybe thought that's a bad idea and I left." Do you remember seeing a video where he said that?
Yes, I do.
Did that terrify you?
Yes.
Well, that right there would, if that's what he said. Fish tacos for you. Good stuff. I thought one side used numbers and one used letters. Yeah, that's absolutely right, Ronnie Martin. Referred to or used examination as counsel's job to specify. Yeah. And that's what they were doing.
And you understand that he concluded that statement by saying, "I'm just joking."
Yes.
Did you think that was funny?
No.
It doesn't matter. So he he's saying, "I'm just joking. I never did that." Then don't make that comment. Yeah, don't make a comment like that because that could be that. Yeah, I would think that would be pretty damn harassing. If someone said, "Yeah, I'm going to show up at Shizzy's door and knock on the door," that would be a bad idea. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't recommend doing that because bad things could happen. Let's put it this way. I don't. There's a reason why people don't just come knocking on my door randomly. It might be the vicious small animals I have, but they're just all talk. The other things you have to worry about.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Cross-examination.
Well, we'll get to the cross-examination tomorrow because it is rolling in on midnight, and I know that this guy is outlandish and does some wild and crazy stuff. But what I'm going to do is while I was sitting here, I was like, it is almost midnight. It's almost tomorrow, but I'll let you hear a little song. It's called Gang Gang, but it's not an outro. This will make you feel good. This is a happy time, and I'll play you the other version tomorrow. But this is the version you get tonight. Oh, you're not hearing it? Oh, well, let's make it better.
Yeah.
This will make sense.
Breaking news or whatever.
Yeah.
They're on another one. Gang, gang. Gang, 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 gang,
gang. Emergency Zoom film at 11. Same 5 goons, same deranged obsession. This changes everything. Bro, it's page 47 of emotion. They skimmed while half watching Yellowstone. Gang, gang. Squinting at 8-point font like detectives. Zoom so far in the pixels are screaming for mercy. Look at this. Timestamps from 2022, my guy. But they're yelling it like they just cracked Watergate. High five. Mic spin. Muted for 20 minutes, still barking. Circular logic so loud, it's honestly impressive. Trust the plan, this is massive. Nah, fam, it's boilerplate and it's mid at best. Gang, gang, self-appointed outrage SWAT, patting each other like they personally ended corruption. Gang, gang, dropping bombshell tea that's been sitting in peace since breakfast. Gang, gang, moral high ground, speed run. They'll flip the script the second it's convenient. Gang, gang, same PowerPoint presentation. New day,
Same brain generation. Gang, gang, we're not obsessed, we're just passionate. 3-hour living yesterday's hoodie. Passionate, my ass, why is he even breathing right now? Says the guy refreshing notifications every 14 seconds. Gang, gang, playing lawyer on God mode. Reading comprehension, stuck in elementary. Confidence in the stratosphere. Case dismissed. They scream into the void. Motion still pending, but go off, I guess. Disagree. Obviously a paid shill. Actually read the filing. Deep state planned. Laugh at them. You're clearly compromised to exist in the same zip code. Suspicious behavior, notify the group chat. Gang, gang. Tighter circle, smaller brain. Gang, gang. Oh, gang, gang. Echo chamber finally running out of oxygen. Gang, gang. Acting the actual judge like it's group chat. Reply all meltdowns. Label just asking questions. Got warned by the court once. That was a suggestion. Still yeeted the same dumb screed like it's rec league trash talk. Gang, gang. We're above all this drama while screenshotting their own meltdowns for content. Preaching peace and love while actively baiting bears. Then fake shock when the bear finally bites back. How could this happen? Gang, gang. Synchronized tantrum hours. 5 tabs open, all the same screenshot, different zoom levels. Gang, gang. Premature victory lap. Over legal language they still can't parse. Gang, gang. Standing 10 toes on business until tomorrow's filing sends them scrambling again. Gang, gang, hype the claim to the moon, then ghost the chat when it ages like mail. Gang, 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 refresh, refresh. Gang, gang, gang. See y'all, same time tomorrow, don't be late. Don't be late. Oh, don't be late. Don't be late. Gang, gang.
Yeah, see? See, it works. It works. Shizzy sure knows what his chat wants. Gang gang is very catchy. I'm telling you. I mean, I can come up with this stuff all day long. Oh, shit, forget I'm just I forget I'm disabled too. Only up here though, slightly, and we'll probably cover the rest of that. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see, because there's quite a bit more that goes on with all of the Laura Owens stuff. I have yet to catch you guys up on that, but you can go over to Schnitz. You can go over to the Ninja and check that out, because she's done quite a bit and has gotten all those documents, and some of them she'll actually read those documents, and just absolutely wonderful person. Make sure that you go sub up to them and give them a little bit of love. You know, they're sitting there just under 4,000. I mean, you know, just a few more and they'll hit that 4,000 number. That would be wonderful to see her channel grow. And much love for Ireland. Welcome. Most definitely. Everybody, you have a wonderful night. I will see you on the morrow. And St. Patty's Day tomorrow, isn't it? Crazy, isn't it? Well, we'll see you guys then. But here's the original, because nothing fits like that. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Breaking news or whatever. They're on another one. Gang, gang. Yeah. Gang, gang, emergency Zoom film at 11. Same 5 goons, same deranged obsession. This changes everything. Bro, it's page 47 of emotion they skin while half watching Yellowstone. Gang, gang, squinting at 8-point font like detectives. Zoom so far and the pixels are screaming for mercy. Look at this, timestamp 2020, 22, my God. But they're yelling it like they just cracked Watergate. High five. Mike's been muted for 20 minutes, still barking. Circular logic, so a lot of time it's impressive. Trust the plan, this is massive. Nah, fam, it's boilerplate and it's mid at best.
Gang, gang. Self-appointed outrage squad patting each other like they personally ended corruption. Gang. Dropping bombshell tea that's been sitting in pizza since breakfast. Gang, gang. Moral high ground speed run, they'll flip the script the second it's convenient. Gang.
Same PowerPoint presentation, new day, same brain dead narration.
Gang, gang.
We're not obsessed, we're just passionate. 3-hour living yesterday's hoodie, passion in my ass. Why is he even breathing right now? Says the guy refreshing notifications every 14 seconds. Gang, gang. Playing lawyer on God mode, reading comprehension. Stuck in elementary, confidence in the stratosphere. Case dismissed. They're screaming to the void. Motion still pending, but go off, I guess.
Disagree? Obviously a paid shill. Actually read the filing, deep state plan. Laugh at them, you're clearly compromised too. Exist in the same zip code, suspicious behavior. Notify the group chat. Gang, 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 gang.
Tighter circle, smaller brain.
Gang, gang.
Echo chamber finally running out of oxygen. Gang, gang. Yeah. Gang, gang, acting the actual judge like it's group chat. Replay all meltdowns, labeled just asking questions. Got warned by the core once, that was a suggestion. Still get it the same dumb street like it's strictly trash talk. Gang, gang, we're above all this drama. While screenshotting, they on meltdown for content. Preaching peace and love while actively baiting bears. And fake shock when the bear finally bites back. How could this happen?
Gang, gang.
Synchronized tantrum hours. 5 tabs open, all the same screenshot. Different zoom levels, gang, gang. Premature victory lap. Over legal language, still can't pause.
Gang, gang.
Standing 10 toes on business until tomorrow's violence and I'm scrambling again.
Gang, gang.
Hype the claim to the moon, then ghost the chat when it ages like milk. Gang, gang.
Gang, 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 gang. Gang, gang.
Refresh, refresh. Gang, gang.
Gang, gang, gang.
See y'all same time tomorrow. Don't be late.
Oh, and I'm going to send you guys over to see Max Labs. Not Max Labs, but Max Velocity. You're going to be seeing Max Velocity. Say hello. And he's given some serious weather updates. So you want to check these out if you're in Alabama or Tennessee, because it looks like some tornadoes are happening right now. See you guys soon. Peace.